What's up, guys? What's up? How's it going? It's Thursday night, Friday morning. We're live for the late night stream. It's me, Mr. Cardconomist. All right. So tonight we're gonna say, let's see. I was gonna do a meme, but maybe I won't. How about what's up, Mister? Did we price up the Toggle P8? No, I haven't decided what to do with those really fancy sealed off stitch cards yet. Oh, you mean the You are talking about the Southern Island Mew. He might be saved for a break. He's like the perfect price for a break. All right, give me a second here. What should tonight's stream say? Let's see. Pricing up the new slabs. That's going to be true. And then we're going to say, it's all about the slabs tonight, I would say. What should the title be? Let's say, pricing up the PSA return, new slabs, maybe new gym breaks. New gym breaks. We don't have any gym breaks currently. New gym breaks, new junk packs. That's right. I restocked the junk packs, by the way. So we have fresh junk packs. We were just about sold out of junk packs. We have fresh ones now. So new gym breaks, new junk packs, and nobody joined the binder break. Notably, I would just say Ascended Heroes because that just sounds like crazy. The Ascended Heroes just sells itself. But I don't think that needs to be in the title. We'll say nice. We'll say hot giveaway. There's a Slow King giveaway hosted by Mr. Ahmad Arabi. Okay, we'll grab this. Hey, what's up, CC Collects? How's it going? I saw the grades for the upcoming PSA return, the one from like March or something like that. Oh, it looks like Mr. Alex already pinged. Yeah, so PSA finished one of our recent submissions. Here we are. It's not a very large submission. I wish to God I'd sent them a ton of cards because I didn't know at the time that, PSA was going to shut down and all that. If only I'd known that. Okay, listing confirmed. We're going to get all these and throw them away. Toss it, toss it, toss it. So I saw the PSA grades. Nothing too exciting except, actually, what I would say is this submission, I got a ton of nines. A whole bunch of nines are coming in. Let's see, changes are required for this order. Tag grading. Looks like they just changed some of the names. Okay, no problem. I'm going to throw that away. And we're going to throw this away. Very good. All right, cool. Whoa, we have a big order by Mr. CS, man. He says 2 movie packs. Whoa, wee, man. All right, so we're starting out with the 2 movie packs. Good choice, man. Good choice. Good vintage product. It's about as good as it gets. It's interesting. Vintage products, if most people could afford them, they'd shoot up even faster. So there's almost like a barrier of entry to getting into the vintage product because most people can't even, they can't save up to buy a pack. They have to pay bills, they got to pay for rent, they got to pay for food, they got to pay for insurance. We are. So if you're able to get into them, you're probably benefiting from the fact that there's a barrier of entry to them. We are. All right. You sound like a narc Wahlberg. What are you talking about? I don't think I do. Let me plug this in. I don't know what you're talking about. Is this dead? Oh, no, it's charged. All right, we're logging into the iPad. Mark Wahlberg sounds like me. All right, good. So, fresh junk packs. That's right. The whole box is restocked. Here, let me take some off the top right here. These are continuing to be $3. I thought about raising them to $3.50, but I don't know. Guess if I raised the price, that would justify me putting hotter cards in there, right? I think what makes them so exciting is how cheap they are. All right, so there they are. I am running out of these sleeves, so I will have to take the sleeves back this time. If you buy some, I'm gonna have to take them out of the sleeve. All right. We used to do that, but I thought maybe we would generate the sleeves fast enough. Take a moment and smash that like button for me, guys. Emojis aren't working on my new iPad. Nines are going to be easier to sell because all the cards are difficult to get. Mister, when you don't show up, I start calling the Ozark Police Department and issuing Amber Alerts for you. Oh, yeah. Funny, man. Mister, did the Gengar dance? Oh, yeah, we got to do the Gengar dance. I want to win $5,000. All right. Here's War Turtle. Here's Oath of Z. Here's Radon. Pop 13, by the way. Here's Ponyta. Here's Mega Tyranitar. Let's get the population on this War Turtle, too. You're going to be surprised. So that Rhydon, there's just 13 of them, graded 10. All these years later, we've been talking about poker cards for how long? Like 6 years, right? All these years later, there's only 13 Rhydons. And there are 29 War Turtles. That's it, 29 of the War Turtles. Let that sink in how rare that is. All right. And there never will be a lot of them. There just aren't any decks out there. Let's get the rest of the stream set up. Okay, let's grab this. Tammy's here. Remember, emojis aren't working on the mobile. That sucks. All right, we're clicking on this. 29 in the whole entire world. That's right, there's 29. Okay, that's pretty rare. I was showing off Topsun cards. They're comparable to poker cards. And Topsun card, a similar Topsun card would be like $5,000. A War Turtle's only 500 somehow. How? It doesn't even make sense. And of course, Topsun only reached that price because people thought it was the first set ever printed. And that was all thanks to PSA screwing things up. All right, we're starting with Mr. CS Man's big old order for 2 movie packs before I run out of those. Let's see. Grabbing this. Setting these up here. Hey, it's Mr. Thicky Slab Stacker. What? What did you just call me? Thicky Slab Stacker? All right. Ooh, I grabbed 3 packets. Ooh, maybe one should be for me. Ready? So I could easily open these and grade these. They're in such good condition. I just watched a movie called Ethel and Ernest. It reminded me of you and Quip. I also cried at the last 20 minutes of the movie. You cried? No crying allowed, sir. If you ever feel sadness, you're just supposed to repress it, bottle it up, and later die from heart problems. Now, here's Underwater Adventure. Ooh, did you guys see that? Once again, if you've ever watched a lot of Topps openings, you probably can appreciate how there was zero stickiness. This card came right off. That's a nice looking card. All right, let's get the sleeve ready. You're allowed 1 tear at a funeral. That's right, 1 tear. Now, it's perfectly acceptable if you have no tears at all because you're that tough, you know? You're a tough guy. So if you're a tough guy and you don't cry at all, that's perfectly fine. There you go. But if you do cry at a funeral, which is appropriate, you're allowed to have 1 manly tear go down one side of your face. 2 tears at the same time is not allowed. Okay, what we got? Here's Battle Before Lunch. Here's Introductions. We've got Pikachu Vacation. And, ooh, a double hit in this one. You've got the Venusaur stickers, huh? Is that a good pull? No, that's not what we're looking for. We're not looking for this one. If it grades 10, it could still be worth maybe like 250. Actually, to be honest, I don't know what it's worth in a 10. Could be like 500 because this is a vintage Topps card, and any of the holographics that grade 10 are going to be worth a lot because they're so hard to grade. But that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for you'll know when you see it. We're looking for some really good looking cards, and this one's nice because it has Brock, Misty, Ash, and Pikachu on it. But I feel like the fact that it's a movie scene sort of detracts from it. All right, you want the ones that are not a movie scene, which they're in here. How about this pack? Pack number 2. Movie scenes can be good. You gotta get the right movie scenes. There's a couple movie scenes that are pretty good. Like there's a floating Pikachu one that looks pretty cool. All right, you might have just got a second movie scene actually. Looks like you did. Now watch, guys. Watch this. No stickiness at all. And actually, look at that. That's kind of cool. So this one's a holographic Mewtwo. It's called Introductions. And wow, look at that, guys. Whew. I mean, that is just perfectly clear. Isn't that crazy? Look at the light reflecting off of it. Okay, so this must be when they first meet Mewtwo in the movie. That movie came out a real long time ago, so you might not have watched it, but that would have been the first Pokemon movie to come out. And it was all about Team Rocket, the nefarious Team Rocket, and they were cloning a copy of Mew so that they could rule the world. They wanted the most powerful Pokemon ever, and it would be Mewtwo. And so that's why he's some cool Pokemon. He's like a super powerful bad guy Pokemon. But he decided he didn't like Team Rocket. And because his introduction to the world was through Team Rocket, he decided humans were bad. All right. Interesting story. We've got the water race. The future looks bright. Mechanical Mewtwo. That would have been a cool holo. Mechanical Mewtwo. That's armored Mewtwo. Ooh, yeah. Really good bonus card. So you can pull this as a holographic as well. So this card's very good for grading. But he could also be holographic. There we go. Yeah, and so a couple of the movie scene cards are pretty good. I think that this mechanical Mewtwo would be good. It's armored Mewtwo. So just imagine this card, but it's hollow. That's right. He had a bad experience with humans. He thought all humans were bad. That's right. Just like me. I love Mister and his mitties. The three little kittens, they lost their mittens and they began to cry. We are. Not too shabby, not too shabby. All right. Very good. Yeah, Mewtwo, he's kind of like Magneto, isn't he? Right? That's the archetype. He's like a Magneto archetype. Decides, he condemns humanity basically. You're all bad. Us Pokemon are the good guys. Look at that. I've noticed you've had the Bezos laugh like we're peasants. Ha 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 ha. I don't think I don't think I do. Look at that. Jeff Bezos does literally laugh like a rich guy though. I'm not actually wealthy. Look, I mean, I got real good Pokemon cards, right? They're obviously expensive. Somebody was showing me another legendary Zard sold for like 115, and I own 3 of those. That is not the same as owning cash, just so you know. So yes, I have 3 really nice Charizards, but I do not have $300,000. So I actually have a really limited amount of cash, and all my money is in Pokemon cards. So I'm only wealthy in theory if all my cards were sold. And if the Pokemon card market doesn't, crash or go to zero. All right. Right, like the guys who were holding Bitcoin probably thought they were really wealthy when it hit 120 and then it dropped all the way down to like 70 or something. So just not how it works. You know what? It's going to be one card at a time. Okay, give me a second. Telekinesis doesn't affect Mark because my brain is missing. What? That's like having your cash in stocks. I don't know if I would make quite that comparison because stocks are really liquid. And yeah, the stock market does occasionally crash though. But I mean, you really have to believe the world's coming to an end to worry about stocks. Stocks are pretty nowadays. Stocks and the stock market are a pretty conservative investment. But yeah, so I don't have cash. I just have good Pokemon cards. I'm actually pretty cash shy. I don't have a lot of cash on hand at all. I have to pay taxes, so I have a ball of tax for that. Um, I got payments. I got 3 mortgage payments every month, so a lot of cash just goes to that. Ooh. Do you have a 401k? So Karis has a 401k and it's pretty loaded actually, but she can't touch it till she's like 65. I think that 401ks are huge ripoffs. I don't care about the compounding interest in the market. I don't care about the uh, oh, your employer's going to match it. I think stocks are a rip, or not stocks. I think 401ks are a ripoff. Actually, I think it's basically it makes me realize the whole stock market's probably in a bubble. The whole stock market is because you got a government incentive for people to go buy the stocks. And so everyone goes, "Oh, it's tax deferred. It's tax deferred. It's tax deferred." Oh, employer matching, employer matching, employer. Did you know about employer matching? Employer matching. So everyone jumps into stocks and everyone jumps into, you know, the 401k. And then what do you know? It goes up. What a surprise. You know what I mean? But if everyone pulled that cash back out of the market all of a sudden, nobody would have anything. The stocks would collapse in value. So I don't know. I do not know how I feel about it. So she still has 40 more years. Yeah, something like that. Maybe a little less than that. Unacceptable. Unacceptable, mister. I was just jerking your chain. I'm here because you like the education and power and not scam people like Logan Paul and the Ballsack brothers. Ballsack brothers? You're going to have to add bricks and minifigs to that soon. Thanks for the top loaders. I might open one more later in the stream. Nice. Hmm. That is why I am royal and you are servile. Here's Hathim with one Magic the Gathering Spider Man. So we're running through the Magic the Gathering Spider Mans pretty fast. Let's take a quick look at those. Oh, I bought another binder, by the way. All right. Been a while since we checked on this. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Okay. How's this product doing? Looks like it's doing fine. Let's go grab it. You're just on a Spider-Man bend right now. Let's go grab this man his Spooderman. Spider-Man. Ooh. Should I order shuffles? Did I add something to the shuffles? No, not yet. I was thinking about adding stuff to the shuffles. Oh, I know what I did. I added the explosion magic to the waifu shuffles, and then to the live customs, I added something that'll surprise you guys. I added the jumbo pack, which if you don't want it, you can re-roll it. So if you decide I don't want the jumbo pack, you're not forced to open it. All right, here goes. So I thought that would be cool. Daily Bugle reporters, Doc Ock Sinister Scientist, Taxi Driver, Bagel and Schmear, Symbiote Spawn, Wall Crawl, Spider Girl Legacy Hero, Flying Octobot, Alien Symbiosis, Swamp, Peter Parker's Camera, The Clone Saga, Electro Assaulting Battery, Hero Intervention, and behold, the Sinister Six. Do you think Bubble Mew will hit TK5? Um, oh, you mean like the English Bubble Mew will hit 5,000? Eventually. I mean, it's out of print, isn't it? So if it's out of print, it's probably already kind of going up in price. I think the Epic Black Label prices on that card are going to drive demand for it because people are going to kind of perceive it as like this, prestigious card to own. Like, oh, people really want it, you know. So somebody out there really likes it. All right, Mr. Them. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. It's at 4K right now. I didn't know they released new episodes of regular show. Also, man, I think I saw that, but I didn't watch them yet. All right, thank you, Mr. Thim. I appreciate it. All right, give me a moment here. Hey, Mister, do you think celebrations will be super expensive soon? Yeah, probably. All right, what we got? We got Cara Costa. He's costing me some Caras. Ah, he got an 8. Not even a 9. Isn't that rough? That's rough, dude. Not even a 9. They said give this man an 8 ASAP. Mr. Pokey advice: should I buy Celebration Gold set locally for 310? Pokey Celebrations Gold set? I don't know, dude. I don't know. If you want it, you can go buy it. There you go. If it brings you joy, enjoy it. Actually, this is pretty old. This is from 2020. Let me just go look the price up, okay? Let me look the price up on that one. It's pretty old now. Cara Costa SM 239. So this one is like 6 years old. It says it's $35. I might as well do that. It's a 6-year-old card. Should I sell my Evolutions box or hold? Here it is. Um, in theory, you could sell it and then roll the money over into whatever Pokemon card is going up in value the fastest. So you can ask yourself, is Evolutions the product that's going up in price the very fastest? And if the answer is no, then you should get out of Evolutions and into that other thing. But the problem is, how do you know what's going up in price the fastest? Like you know what went up in price the fastest yesterday, but how do you know what's going to go up in price the most tomorrow? There is no way to know. Right? Like if one set starts getting too expensive, it slows down, and then maybe something else starts to rise. Mister, do you have the Gardevoir from Celebrations in PSA 10? No. I really like this Gengar. I wonder how he graded 9. Top bottom off centering. I think it's top bottom off centering. He sure is a nice card. Shiny Star 2020. Tempting to just crack him out and send him back out. Nowadays, with so many different grading companies. Mm, man, I don't know. Let me see how much he sells for in a 10. PSA 10 Shiny Star Gengar. He's 150 in a 10. I don't know. Send a tag. I know it's we could send a CGC as well. I just wish I knew exactly what gave it the 9, but it's not so clear. The centering, I'm like, the centering actually doesn't look too bad. So I'm thinking it might be this dot up here. So I'm thinking it might be that guy right on the edge of the card. So a grader would probably see that and go, maybe that's a 9. I don't know, man. I don't know. He's not the most expensive card, so it might not be worth the trouble. All right. It would be so easy if PSA just told you why it didn't grade well. All right. Looks like he's going for 40 and a 9. Oops. There it goes. My order finally came in, and I noticed that Skeptile I got for 15 double in price, but a PSA 10 is going for 400 listed on eBay. Insane Unbroken Bonds is goaded. Nice, dude. Mister, you should wear a green money visor like the old casinos. Would you like that? Like that, like an old accountant, right? You know why they wore those visors, right? They wore those visors apparently because it shaded their eyes from like, I guess it was like they didn't have They didn't have like the modern light bulbs we had. They had like gas lights or something like that, and they were just really bright. So they would have a bright light, but then they would shade their eyeballs while they were working. All right, because they were often needing to use the light. Justin Sipes says, ship my bag. I know I have at least one slab. Not sure if I won any others. Thanks, Justin. All right, Mr. Justin, a round of shipping. Did you see the AI video in Discord of you? Hey, I reserve all rights to my likeness. No, I'm just kidding. No, I didn't see that. That's funny. All right, so let's see. You just know there's some celebrity out there who's really tough on that kind of thing. I have to get paid for my likeness. All right, we're just going to up that real fast. We're going to choose print. Looks like we need some more money in the account too. Time to add $1,000 to our postage account. We're going to hit OK. We're going to hit yes. What? Who made the AI movie? Now I need to go check. All right, there we go. Yes, let me print it. Speaking of which, there was a guy I was supposed to print for. I don't remember seeing his order come in. I couldn't stop laughing. Whoever made it is crazy. All right, let's go see it. It's in chat, right? Bro, la the Gengar dance. Did you make me do the Gengar dance? Let's see. Ah, here it is, chat. Okay. What the fuck? Yep. That's probably not going to win the contest though, if I had to guess. All right. Man, it still hasn't calculated the cost of the label. I don't know why it's so bad. The shipping software is the slowest it's ever been. We are currently verifying that we have up-to-date rates on the shipping. God, dude. All right. But let's check the website for shipping as well. So I'm going to hit refresh on the website. Mister, you got to show that video. You got to go to the Discord server to see it, okay? I'm going to let you guys do that. All right. There it goes. There it is. We got it. I'm going to do an AI where Mister's hand turns into Mitch Connor. There you are. Very nice. Welcome, guys. How's it going? So now we are shipping for Mr. Scott O'Connor. That's the next order. Mr. Scott, here it is. I'm going to grab this and I'm going to paste it in here. Boop. And now we want his email. Did we get an email? Yes, he's got a really long email. Okay, we'll hit copy. All right, we'll paste it in here. And let's go grab his bag. It's probably going to be in the essay box. Is there a misspelling on the Shining Tyranitar? No, not that I've seen. There we go. Okay, Mr. Scott, have you opened any packs for yourself? That's an interesting question. People ask that question. I'm curious, when you ask that, why are you interested in that? Because that's a common question. Is it because you're wondering, man, the label didn't print properly. We're going to have to reprint it. Is it just fun to imagine me opening packs for myself? Here it is. Check the bottom where it talks about its arm. There we go. Throw that. All right. Where it talks about his what? Flip a coin till your tails. Da, da, da. I put this. So are you asking because it's like a known error? Let's grab this. TCC loves Jason Page. Oh, with Hust one arm. So we do have a typo on our card. So does that make it more rare or just average? Like, was it standard for them to have a missed typo or with the typo? I saw a video and someone pointed it out. Put this over here. Is that on all Shining Tyranitars or was it like an adjusted one? That must have been the earlier. No, it's an unlimited one, so it must have been around for a while. All right, let's see what's next. Here's Chris Gonzalez. He says one live custom and one pokey shuffle. I'm assuming it's a normal issue that they never fixed. With Hust one arm. Wow. Hust one arm, huh? This guy's pretty strong. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. One banana tree Pokemon, Tropius. I don't know about Tropius, man. He got like dingleberries on his chin. I don't know how I feel about that. All right, Chris, that was one cold live custom. How about the Pokey Shuffle? How about this Pokey Shuffle? Mine is put up over an hour away. But 1, 2, 3, and 4. One cold one. Ah, I'm sorry, man. Don't talk that way about my Tropius. I'm sorry. Tropius. He knew fly. He was a grass type. He was like the size of a dinosaur, and you could teach him fly. So strange. So very weird. Here's Chensek Vong he just sent in. It says Azure Lane Volume 2, Japanese times 2. Okay, Azure Lane Volume 2, Japanese times 2. So is this it? That one says English on it, so it must be this one. I just looked into, I guess, extremely normal, not even a price difference. There we go. Yeah, Pokemon had typos like that. Like, for example, in the Team Rocket collection, um, there's a typo in the Dark Arbok, and they're just all the same way. I can't remember the typo though. I think it was like the year that it was printed said like 2000 or 20,000 or something. I can't remember. Ta-da. All right. It's kind of interesting to have a typo on a card, huh? You think somebody would have looked that over? Like, Zam, dude, look at that. Oh my God. Wow. I don't know about them boobies. I like my Shed Ninja. Isn't it Shed Ninja? And here's a hollow. All right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, Jungle No Rarity is rarer. Yeah, where's my Jungle No Rarity, bro? I want some Jungle No Rarity, bro. Okay, there's that. Mister, I'm sitting on a box of Nikkei. Should I just rip it and grade the hits? You could. Rest in peace to Prune Juice Lady. Pray for Pikas. She could be passed away. Yeah, she was quite old. She could have passed away. I mean, her children who were having her over, her son, he looked like he was like 65 already. So she would presumably was like 80s or something. Venomoth from the green deck. Shouldn't be terribly expensive, but once again, just a very rare poker card. Okay, so we got a poker 10. Every poker 10 is valuable. I've seen every kind of poker card sell now. A case of Nikkei. You have a case of Nikkei. Let's see. We're going to say Venomoth. All right. I shouldn't be looking this up for my phone because I feel like it's slower. Should just use the laptop. Goes. Laptop's faster. Cheapest Venomoth green, 399. Wow. And what's the population on this? Pop 10. So there's 10 of these. Mister got that lake house from the Prune Juice Lady's grandson. Yeah. No, the guy who lived in the blue lake house that we originally moved to, he was a musician who also owns like an alcohol shop out here. He had like he was like 40 and he had like this girlfriend who looked a little younger than him. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe like a 10-year, 12-year age gap. And she was kind of dressed she was sexy, dude. She was older than us, but she was hot. And he just lived there and we're like, why are you moving? And he's like, I got an even bigger lake house. I was like, wow. And then a couple days after moving out, we got to meet him because he was still moving out when we moved in. And a couple days later, he came by and picked his boat up. That was really cool too. That was it was such an experience coming out here and experiencing all that for the first time. Like, I still remember the first time we really got out here and the roads got narrow and they became one lane roads, because there's nothing built out here. And you go down the main street and there's like a library and a gun shop and like a hamburger shop, but it's not McDonald's. It's just like privately owned. It's like Zappy's Burgers or something, right? So that was real. It was really out here. And then you turn down a gravel road to get to your lake house. And then you go down this steep hill to get to the lake house. You park, it's a beautiful home. You walk all the way down to the lake, and it's just like this really good feeling, like this breath of fresh air feeling. It's like, wow, we're with nature. But then, over time, it wasn't as good. You're like, man, I miss doing things. I miss doing things and having a yard. That house didn't have a yard. This one does have a yard. Mr. Thim, 5 triplet beat. Let's get you some triplet beat, Mr. Thim. All right, let's see. Where are my triplet beats? Here they are. I didn't know chickens could float in water. Can they? I didn't know that either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Triplet beat. This is the set with the magic carp in it, guys. I was always curious, actually, why we didn't open a lot more of this, because it has Magikarp, and the Magikarp's really expensive. Plus, it's got other stuff too. Ever seen a swan fly? I've seen a horsefly. Boy, I hate horseflies. They infest this area at some point. So there's like a time period where all the horseflies are out. It's kind of like in the hottest point of the summertime, and they bite so hard and they're so freaking aggressive. You can swat at them and they fly away like a. I think I looked it up, and they have one of the fastest flight speeds of any insect. Horseflies do, and the only reason they're out here is the goddamn deers, man. There's deer everywhere, and you would think, oh, it's so precious. Look at this beautiful deer. No, they cause car crashes. They poop huge mounds of poop in your yard. But the worst thing of all, they carry deer ticks. And then the deer ticks infest your lawn, and you can't go walking in your lawn anymore. So the deer bring with them horse flies, just these really vicious, blood-sucking flies, and ticks everywhere. Ooh, I hate them. I hate them. I wish the city or someone would come and shoot all the deer. Just kill all of them. Every last one of them. Chop all the trees down so they got nowhere to live and shoot them all dead. They're horrifying. They will kill you in a car crash. We saw a really terrible car crash at the bottom of the road. Somebody in a smaller vehicle crushed a deer. And so there were 2 ambulances, and we had to drive around them, and we said, when is that going to be our turn? Because it's just random, like it's just bad luck. You didn't intend to hit a deer. I've actually hit a deer before. Back in St. Louis, I was working for Coca-Cola, and I was on this back road because they were doing like construction, and so you had to take a detour. So I'm on a road that goes 50 miles an hour. It's a detour road, and it's got tall grass on either side of the road. And a deer jumps out, and you can't react to it. There's not enough time to stop yourself from hitting the deer. There you go, Mr. Thim. So I crushed the deer. I had to call on my insurance. It luckily didn't destroy my car. I slammed on the brakes, so I did hit the deer, and it kind of like went flying. I was in like a small Honda, so it goes flying. I'm in shock. I'm like, what the hell? And then insurance just fixes the hood of my car at the end. So that's the whole deer story for me. So it wasn't really a big deal, but because I was able to react so quickly. But yeah, you just can't do anything with deer. They just jump right in front of you. They're so clueless. Didn't you say that blue and yellow decks are more rare, or am I mid taken? You might be mid taken. You might also be left taken or right taken. In the movie Shrek, Donkey could fly with his wife dragon with their donkey dragon wings. Karma for the cats. What? Damn, Mr. Slimed a deer with the Honda. Yeah. Yeah, it was stupid, man. The deer just jumped right in front of us. All right. We've had deer jump in front of us out here, but once again, you can react in time to not hit them. We drive real slow in the most deer infested areas. I hate them so much. The ticks will give you Lyme disease, an alpha gal, another 5 triplet beat. That's serious stuff. Imagine having a lifelong allergy to meat. Hell no, dude. Lifelong allergy to meat because you got bit by a tick one day. That's serious business. Ticks, it wasn't always that way. When I was younger, ticks were just like this annoying thing. Oh, you got a tick on you. No one cared. Now you got to worry about Lyme disease, but now you also got to worry about this new thing called alpha gal. Like, when did that become a thing? That's serious business. So ticks are no longer just a nuisance. They're like a single bite is a life-changing event. Wow, this looks great. One bite is a life-changing event. You go inside and you miss a deer or you miss a tick, and the tick's only in your yard because a stupid deer was laying in your yard. I know how bad the deer ticks are because when you look at this guy, he's all about the fashion. When you drive by the deer, you can see their bodies and faces covered in ticks, like like something out of a zombie movie. It's horrifying. Like you can get a deer where his whole face is covered in ticks, and it's just really horrifying to see. We are eyelids, ears. It's like a mask of ticks. All right, you did pick up an SR, but it's the Waifu. What? Bill Gates released a new form of ticks. Yeah, there's a lot of conspiracy about that. That somebody released the alpha gal ticks on purpose in order to reduce meat consumption around the world. I don't know if that's true. I guess in theory it's possible, right? Like that's Alex Jones level craziness, but or like here's another theory. They released it so that the companies that are going to make a vaccine can sell you the vaccine. That's another theory. It's like I guess it could be true. It's a pretty wild theory, but dude, this sucks now because now you got to care. Now you got to care about if a tick's on you. You're not allowed to just be like, "Hey, honey, let's go out in the woods." Oh, don't get bit by a tick. You have to be like, if you get bit by a tick and don't notice, you're getting alpha gal and you're allergic to meat now. You are now a vegetarian without, you know, choosing to be one. You just are one now. Have fun. Terrifying, dude. I'm scared to death of that. All right, I've been watching videos on that. I don't know about you guys. I've been watching. I watched a video of a man. He looked like a blue collar worker, like construction worker. He was real tough. He was kind of muscular. His skin was tanned, but he was showing how his whole body gets covered in like red hives after he's eaten meat, and it just looked so terrible. I was like, oh, that's the last thing I need. He was showing how his neck and his chest had turned completely red because he had eaten some beef. There you go. And he just seemed like a healthy guy, like he should have nothing wrong with him, but he had gotten alpha gal. I was like, damn, dude, is it that serious? Yeah. Bill Gates released a new form of ticks. My dad hit an elk on the highway in a ram and it did 18,000 damage. Truck wasn't totaled. Wow, dude. Yeah, a lot of the cars out here will have like the battering ram on the front of the vehicle. You know what I'm talking about? Like what cops put on the front of their cars. I probably should just spend the money and get one of those because it makes your car really ugly. But if you end up hitting a deer, you probably save a lot of money. All right, Mr. Thin, we're all done with that. Mark J. Valerian to give to Tyler the Gengar slab. What? All right, to Tyler. Mister would take it seriously if the ticks would give his sardines away. Oh yes, yes. So we're gonna say two. They best not be taking away my sardines. Nah, that just sucks though. Wait, I did it backwards. Hold on. Get a truck with the 12-inch lift. Up, deer can do damage to that too, can it? Imagine you damage your lifted truck. I mean, that must be really expensive to fix. Okay, so let's try this again. So to Tyler Ferbert from Mark Valerian. What a nice thing. He needs to send the sardines out for PSA grading. Go over the deer, not through. Yeah. Does it always work out that way though? I mean, what if the deer like gets tangled up or something like that, or get like hits some bottom part of the truck and screws it up? Looks like we're trying to hit 91 views. Wow. I don't think we're going to hit that. That number's too high. So the odds of us hitting 91, I mean, it's possible. I just don't know if we will. So I tell you what, for tonight, let's make it 40 likes. So tonight, the bounty is 40 likes. Okay, you guys can easily hit 40. There's 55 people watching right now. We could hit 40 in like 2 seconds. So, what was I looking for anyways? I was looking for the donations. There we are. Thank you, Mark. You and Tammy have the same reaction? Who does? Yeah, so anyways, if they got rid of all the deer out here, I would love that. My yard would have way less poop in it. No more, not as much concern of ticks. I would call my yard tick infested right now. You can't walk through it. You'll get ticks. It's that serious. Karis walked casually through our yard, instant ticks on her. That was this year. She just walked through the yard casually, ticks. Crazy. Like we're talking trimmed grass, nice big clean yard, just a walk over to the lake and a walk back, instant ticks. And it's all because the deer go wandering into our yard. Here's Mr. Chenzeg Vong. He wants into the Zard break. Oh, yes. So now with the whole Alpha Gal situation, that's serious business to us. It's like, hey, imagine being scared to walk in your own yard because you're going to get Alpha Gal. It's so bad. So what do you do? You know, like, do we spray our yard? Maybe we spray our yard for the anti-tick poison, but we looked it up. That stuff is cancerous. So it's like, what do you want? Alpha gal or cancer? Cancer from bug stuff, bug killer. Really sad, isn't it? Yeah. The, one of the things we've talked about is building a fence for, it's called a deer fence, and some of our neighbors have it already. So it's like a black fence with like slots in it, so you can see through it pretty easily. And then it's a little bit tall, and it stops the deer from wandering into your yard. But we have such a big yard, we'd need a gigantic fence. So I think it would be really expensive. Here's 7. But you know, it would also keep the dogs out too. So that'd be nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. See, I almost wonder, was one of these supposed to go into that star box break? It's okay. Mr. thinks taco is ground beef, so he doesn't like beef. We are. We're going to say 6 and 7. Cloudy says, can we get a large going again? $100 a spot. Sort of have one. This is a charge art. It's not like a bunch of smaller slabs and an occasional medium slab, but this is a $60 break, and he's really good. Look, he's a 1 in 36 odds, and he's just already graded 10. Ooh, there's a place to spend your money instead of just opening up boosters. What is this? Dude, I got bug bites and everything, man. All right. I don't buy hamburger helper anymore. What? No more hamburger? 3 ascended heroes for Mr. Hutham. No more hamburger helper? What is this world coming to? All right. Is a Beckett Pristine still have value over PSA 10? Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, maybe the gap is closing a little bit because PSA's grading has gotten tougher. That's what I was saying before. I was saying PSA's grading is more like Beckett's grading now. I don't buy bread, I make it. I buy bread like a normal person. I'm just kidding. Let me skip this song. I don't buy bread, I make bread. Wow, that sounds so like your girlfriend has hairy armpits or something, you know? My girlfriend doesn't shave her armpits. She keeps it all natural. All right. Oh, there you go. I don't buy milk. I'll milk it. Yes, and he's not saying what got milked. All right, toss this over here. My girlfriend doesn't shave her mustache. It's all natural. I don't wash my bed sheets every week. Hey, Cheese, I got a question for you. How often, and this is not like a trick question or anything, it's just like a debate we're having. How often do you wash your actual bed sheets? You can be 100% honest or whatever you need to say, but how often would you say you wash those bed sheets? Here's Ultra Ball, Hunter, Reshiram. I don't wash my bed sheets every week. Hey, hey, says Mark. Mr. Black Kid says every week. Uh-huh. 2 times a month. Once every 3 to 4 weeks for me. Here's Nighttime Mind. Here's Mimic You. Here's Mega Autono. You should wash them like once a month, every 2 weeks. You're all liars, dude. I don't even believe you guys for a second that you're washing them every 2 weeks. I'm just trying to imagine Pokemon card collecting men, and they're like, you know what? We got to get these bed sheets washed, guys. Oh, I wash them every 2 weeks, guys. Yeah, right. I bet half of you guys don't even wash them per year. Here it is. Yeah, right. I don't believe it for a second. We are. Actually, I wash my bed sheets all the time. I'm picky on my bed sheets. We are. Put this here, and we'll grab this once a year. The wife and I hate dirty sheets. Yeah, so Kira's pretty much just washes the sheets for us. Here's Mega Autono. It's not even a thing I have to think about. She does it. Here's Hathim, but she doesn't watch them every 2 weeks. That's a lot, dude. 2 weeks. We didn't do that as kids growing up either. My mom was a clean freak. She didn't wash her bed sheets every 2 weeks. There we go. She was nuts about cleanliness. Do you wash your bath towel or does it wash you? What does that mean? Does it mean do you mean what do you mean by that? Clean sheets out dryer is the best. Let's see. Once a week. Yeah, right, dude. I think you're all liars. Oh, I'm so clean. We are. Every 3 weeks tops. Put this here. I'm actually really clean. Fresh sheets are heavenly. Let's grab this. You gotta, it starts to get itchy. What? We are. Venusaur. Ooh. Here's this guy. Sheets every 2 to 3 weeks. Undies once. Yeah, exactly. I wash my sheets every other day. Here's Venusaur. Oh, should I even sell this? Man, I don't even know, man. Seems like you should hold something like this. All right, let's see. I'm a germaphobe. All right, let's look this up. I don't buy it, man. I think you're just playing. Let's see. This gonna say Venusaur. I'm putting my sheets in the wash right now. Y'all made me self-conscious. That's right. Put them in there. You're dirty. So we've got the green deck Venusaur. There's a yellow deck and a blue deck up for sale, but not a green deck. I'm assuming that's because the green version's a little more desirable, actually. Oh, there we go. We got a June 10th green version sold in auction 400. 400 for the green version. You know, that's last sold, and there isn't one for sale. There isn't one of these for sale. I'm gonna do 500, so I get to set my own price because I've got one for sale and no one else has one. I think it's a great card. The Venusaur works the same way as the Blastoise and the Charizard. It's not in every deck, so you have to get lucky and pull one. This is proof we have to bring back public shaming. Okay, so this guy, this Venusaur, is population, ready? 36. Just 36 of those. Wow. 10 Venomoths, 36 Venusaurs. I haven't washed my bed for a couple months, but to be fair, I'm only home for a week every 1 or 2 months. How often do you change your mattress cover? Can you look up Ed bed room from Ed and Eddie? That's what my room and bed look like, mister. Ed bedroom. Ed, and Eddie. All right, let's see. Images. Is it dirty? I can't tell if it's dirty or clean because I'm seeing a dirty one and a clean one. There, I'll throw that away. I swear I'm so clean. All right, and here's Mr. Thim. Last two ascended. All right, you got it, man. Last two. That's a pretty good Venusaur. That's, to me, that looks like an excellent slab away. Almost seems underpriced. That does seem underpriced at 500. I'm just thinking about it. Man, that does seem underpriced. Maybe I should just keep it. I mean, I don't think I own one of these yet. One, two, tossing that. I missed the stadium poker cards. I could get more of those graded. Those are super duper rare. Junk packs are restocked, by the way, guys. Junk packs. Got a whole fresh box of them. Cotton sheets are for peasants. What? You sweat in your sleep. I think that's possible for some people. Here's some fun facts about me. I don't sleep with the blanket. Do you guys sleep with the blanket? Sometimes I have a blanket, but I just put it over my stomach and nothing else because I can't stand the blanket. We are. All right. Snipping this. I like to be almost cold. I got to have wind blowing on me. So I got to have the fan running. How lucky are we, man? Another Charizard? We pulled two of these now. Wow. No Gengars yet. Two Charizards. Wow. Look at that. Golden Zard. What's that going for, guys? Ooh. This one's looking a little better centered than the last one. Okay. Shoshi. This is now the best pull of the night. Flip it around. Oh, I say send it in. Looking good. Oh, wait. Is it looking good? Let's see. Is that on the card? Oh, no. It's got little dots on it. That's on the card itself of them. You never know. They might let it through. I know I sent a card like this to tag grading, and they said because of those little speckles, it cannot grade 10. Now, that's tag. Every company grades differently. So I guess what I would tell you is don't bother with tag on that one. 6,100 as a 10. Man, it's going to be expensive as a 9. Send to CGC. It's a 9. We are doing CGC grading right now. But you can save it for PSA or ask me to send it to PSA Express, which I don't recommend Express. Ooh, we're out of top loaders. I gotta get more top loaders. Give me a minute. I don't recommend PSA Express. I'm not well, I mean, for a card that expensive, actually, maybe it doesn't make maybe it's not that crazy to send it PSA Express when they're that expensive because the odds of it getting upcharged are pretty high. So doing Express or something like that seems like it's perfectly normal. Let's go grab some top loaders. Ah, oh, my legs. My legs. Do I not have top loaders? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. I think we're all out of top loaders. Just like back in the good old days when we didn't do top loaders. Let me look up top loaders. This is the very worst right here. Top loaders case. Now we got to buy a case of these. Which one do we buy? Probably this one right here. All right, it's not as expensive as I remember it. $71 for top loaders. I don't know if I have a PSA Express price right now. Let me see if I can find something. There's a couple downsides to doing Express with PSA, which again, maybe that's let's see. Maybe that's what makes the most sense here because it's such an expensive card. But the downside is it's just one card. And so you get to pay all the shipping by yourself. It's not like split between everyone. And it's just a very annoying kind of submission. Let me continue on this. And we're going to choose grading. So, okay. So the cheapest option, regular. Okay. That's so expensive, dude. Let's see what it would cost. Okay. So we're going to say Mega Charizard, 294. Looks like it's this one right here. We're going to hit save. Proceed to checkout. All right. So let's see. Send items back. And see it. There's the return shipping for this one item. Listen to this at them. The return shipping is $20. They don't tell you that part. And then I have to ship it to them as well. So, and I can ship it two ways. I can ship it uninsured or I can ship it insured. Okay, well, we save a little bit of money if I don't insure it. But if it gets lost or stolen, we lose all the value of the card. So if they're spending $20 for shipping, I should probably spend $20 on shipping, right? So what do you think that looks like? So we're at this plus my service fee, basically my time, $135. So that's what we're looking at, $135. So it seems so cheap when they talk about it. Oh, here's how cheap it is to ship the item. But once you've actually gone to the place order screen, and then once you have to ship it yourself and all this other stuff, it's like so much more expensive. It is. All right. It's 450 in a nine. So I might have one last top loader right here. One final top loader. We'll put this into a top loader for, oh wait, what's this? Here we are. Okay, one last top loader it is. Oh, that's an empty pack in there. Oops. Give me this. Minister, your unbiased opinion. Why is it that every time elections come around, America gets into war and social media goes crazy over hate crime propaganda like Carmela Anthony? I don't know if it's necessarily the case that that's true, that, the closer you are to election, the more likely something crazy happens. We are. I'm not sure if that's 100% it. We are. The reason that the Carmela Anthony case gets so much attention is because it was such a ruthless killing. It's just the kids in a track meet. Maybe they were trash talking each other, but you don't just pull out a knife and stab the other guy in the chest. Who does that? And I think that this is a very deep, repugnant feeling. Like, how can we be a society if that's how we live? Like, I guess time to pull my children out and homeschool them or something. I don't want them to get shot in a school shooting either. Or maybe it's time to move to the middle of nowhere, like Lake of the Ozarks, right? Because it doesn't happen out here. Anyways, uh, yeah, it's a very terrible feeling, and so it catches the whole nation's attention. And then part of that story was afterwards, the family received $1 million on GoFundMe from people fundraising for that. So people are invested in seeing the killer win. I mean, there's only one person who died in the case, and it was the boy who got stabbed in the chest. So the family whose son did the stabbing, they get paid out $1 million, and then they use that money to like buy like a nice home and all that. It's so insulting. It's like, it stirs up something deep inside of you, like, you need justice. To live in a good society, you have to have justice. And then after the case was over, I saw all the screaming. Did you guys see all the screaming and the gnashing of teeth because the boy's going to go to jail for murder? I mean, of course he is. 200 years ago, when society was like less complicated, if your son stabbed another guy in the chest and killed him, you would have just been shot to death yourself. It would have been over in like 2 seconds. Now we got to go through like a whole year of like a court system that cost the taxpayer like $500,000, and you got to hire $1 million lawyer, and it wasn't real murder, it was manslaughter, and there's like all this complicated stuff going on. No, if you know, it didn't work that way back then. Justice was like more pure or something. Like, get this boy justice right now. He was stabbed to death. The punishment for stabbing someone to death is you die too. That's actual justice. We don't really do that anymore. We're like too civilized for it. That would be real justice. But we don't do that, and instead spend like $500,000 on our legal system just to put someone in jail, which is also going to cost like $1 million. All right, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and jump to the next order. So it's a whole spectacle, and the fact that it's happening in a midterm election year, I don't think that that's necessarily intentional. It just played out that way, you know. Javier Arroyo. It makes me think of the girl who got stabbed on the train too. Remember that? That guy is he for the second time in a row now. He's been found. Um, what did they find him? They found him incompetent for trial. So he gets to be in a nice hospital. I guess it's a jail hospital, but he doesn't have to stand trial because he's incompetent. What? That's crazy. In another society, they would have just put him to death. He murders someone, so the punishment is death. Why are we doing all this? We're spending so much money on this one guy. He already killed somebody. Now we have to spend tons of money on him too. Isn't that like another crime almost? Like the crime of negligence? The money we spend on that court system should be helping some person with cancer right now. We spend $500,000 on the court system for this crazy guy who killed someone on camera, so we know it's him. So instead of just putting him to death, which is justice for the girl, instead of doing that immediately, we give him $500,000 of like trials and stuff. And that money should be helping a poor family with children or a woman with cancer or something like that. So we're negligent with our society's money. It's really terrible. Here's Javier, 3 ascended heroes, 1 live custom. All right, off my soapbox. 1 live custom. You ready? We saw him stab her. Why do we need a huge court system for that? If we could just spend a couple $100,000 on a judge to tell us that he can't face justice. No, actually, he can't face justice. No, no, no. Can't face justice. One Edward. Dude, you can see him stabbing her. what? What more is needed? Let me go get you the Ascended Heroes. So, anyways, that's the outrage. It's so wrong. Excuse me. All right. Ready? Ta-da! Everyone's presumed innocent until proven guilty. No, I agree. Um, But that's why we have video cameras, so we can prove someone's guilty pretty easily. Like the Zendaya girl on the train. What more do we need? We watched him stab her. We are. All right. Ready? Very good. Now, 3 ascended heroes. 1, 2, and 3. Let's pull you a golden Charizard too, huh? Let's go find us a Gengar. All right. Tossing that. Ooh. I think what bothers me the most is just how much money is spent on it. We really could use that money to help people in need. That's the part that's so crazy. All right. We got Ralts, Kangaskhan. Ooh, Team Rocket's Kangaskhan. Still waiting for justice on that dog. Hassan shocked. Oh, yeah. Here's Camerupt. Ooh. And here's Mimikyu and Okie Dokie. All right. Not a golden Charizard this round. Ooh. Tossing this. Mr. Javier. Wow, you got a heavy box, dude. You got a lot of cards. Okay. Oh, that was a Final Fantasy card. I was like, the back of the card doesn't feel right. I picked up a Final Fantasy card. Team Rockets Kangaskhan. I like doggos. Set that there. I love Fiery Justice. Here's Gengar. Here's Snorlax Lightning Break. Here's the Fates Collide Pack Split. Here's SpongeBob. Here's Pikachu. All right. The back of Final Fantasy cards are peak. Best in the TCG market. Yeah, it feels so strong or something like premium. It's hard to describe. Gold Charizard is the only top hits I pulled from Ascended. Next best is Mega Attack Rares. I love Chihuahuas because they're cute and smell like Frito chips in bed. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see. Leave the dogs alone. Find a girl, says Cornrows. Oh my God. Oh, okay. So here's a Miss Alexander order. Hello, Miss Alexandra. How are you today? 1 prismatic and 5 of the Gem 2s. Oh, Gem 2s have been moving lately. Cool. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 5 of these. And I tell you what, let me grab one of these. These boxes have been hovering around for a while. Hey, how's it going? Snip of that. Okay. I got my rifle, my pony, and me like the Dean Martin song. Okay. Popping these in here. There we go. Leave the ponies alone. Oh my God. So the prismatic. Where are we storing that prismatic? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Never mind, I read that wrong. Still funny. Set that there. Ready? I summoned Dark Magician Girl. The fact you guys let your dogs rub their ball sack on your pillows makes me laugh. Actually, that is kind of a fair point because we were talking about clean bed sheets just about an hour ago. And you guys are all like, oh, you don't wash your bed sheets more often? Because Karis and I probably wash our bed sheets like once a month, right? We don't wash them every week, which I think is way too much washing. But when you point out the fact the cat's not allowed in the bedroom, hell no. No doggies in the bed either. No kids in the bed. And it's like, It's like a bed sheet. I got like one thin bed sheet that I barely don't wear, right? Like I don't I sleep on top of the bed is what I'm saying. Maybe that helps explain why the bed doesn't feel like it gets so dirty. Here's aromatease. Humans are dirty enough, I guess. We are. Here's ooh, Glaceon. Ooh, Glaceon. I'm just saying you might feel inclined to wash your sheets more depending on how many doggies you got in the house. Here's Umbreon. Here's Jolteon. I don't own any pets. Nice. Here's I'm all about that, man, because you don't have to pay for food. You don't have to pay for vet bills. You don't have to clean poop up. Your house isn't full of the stink. You know what I mean? I'm all about that. Karis loves animals, though. So I don't think I've ever dated a girl who did not love animals. I sometimes have to stop and remind myself. I have to be like, you just have to accept that this is how it works. You know, she chose to be with you. You know what I mean? It's like she must have some good decision making. All right. Ready? Miss Alexandra. Do you have any pets, Miss Alexandra? A puppy dog? A kitty cat? There you go. I don't let my dog in the bedroom. My chihuahua passed away at 17 years old. I miss her. Oh, I'm sorry, man. We are. Dude, Karis was bawling her eyes out when she met that stray cat, and then the cat and her became like friends. And then that cat started visiting all the time, and he would like sleep in her lap, and she would like feed it and bring it in from the rain. And then the neighbor like took the cat and gave it to his daughter, who took it away to Louisiana. I swear she must have been. I don't think I've ever seen her in a deeper depression, and she was just like crying for like a week, dude. I was like, it wasn't even your cat. All dogs go to heaven. She waited outside. Let's see. Are you talking about Kirsten? Even though she got dementia and probably forgot who I am, the doggy got dementia. Ooh, that's sad. All right. Dementia is a pretty powerful thing. You know, everyone's scared of cancer when you got plenty more things to worry about, like dementia. Alexandra Canur. All right. Number two. Good. You want my non-hits from the round? Potentially. What did you have again? You had the gem twos. You know, you got a whole bag of hollows, and you could trade your hollows away toward the trade slab if you'd like. Here it is. Today's trade slab is why not? Ooh, cute little why not. So that is an option to trade some of the cards you don't want for the why not. She knew who you were. Mark, soul connections never break. How many spots for them? Great question. Let's see what you have. I'll give you an estimate. I'm a little scared of dementia, but I'm already antisocial and pretend like I don't know anyone. All right, so you have some hollows here. You got some of these Chinese hollows, some Korean hollows. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Okay, so there's all these. And then we left some in the bag. You can even trade cards like this. See this EX card or maybe like this trainer card. Let's say you don't want those. Well, you can trade those away. All right. You got ooh, I like these. So I like the see how this is like a Team Rocket card. I'm a big Team Rocket fan. So for this pile, I would do how about I'll be generous. I would give you 3 spots in the why not. That's $15 for hollows. That's pretty good actually. Yeah. Just because I noticed the Team Rocket card, that's basically the only reason. Otherwise, I think normally I'd probably do about 2 spots for this. Can't keep letting daytime stunt on us. Yeah, daytime stream gets the likes, man. They get the likes way up. I don't know how they do it. He knows it because he's probably seen it. Leave my Team Rocket cards and make it 2 spots. Okay. So here they are. All right. Okay. 2 spots. You got a deal. Those were the cards I wanted. All right. Oops. All right. Tossing this here. Putting that there. So we've made a trade. You should tell the daytime watchers to steal their mom's credit cards. Hey, all right. I don't know if it's a like a big loss to not have them, because technically it was just like a Doug Trio and a Murkrow. It's not like Team Rocket's Charizard or anything like that, you know what I mean? So ultimately I'm not super attached to them. I just default always head toward them. All right. But it's funny when you mention something like that, somebody might be like, "Oh wait, actually I'll keep those." Because once they sense somebody else wants it, it's like the value goes up in their own head, I think. I've done that myself. When I see somebody else want something, I go, "Wait a second, I like those. Let me take another look at them." There it is. But it was Dugtro and Murkrow. All right, so there it is. 2 spots in the trade break. If you guys got cards you want to toss toward me to get into the trade break as well, just let me know. I take all kinds of stuff. You can tell me take the things you don't want out of the bag. What is this? I just found this on the floor. Chaos Daedalus. Oh my god, bro. Mr. Daytime Stream is full of a bunch of trust fund babies who drink Celsius and matcha drinks at Starbucks. I do like Pokemon, Bird Pokemon and Team Rocket. Oh, okay. So, nice. Why Nut's 2 out of 5. We need 3 more people in there. What do we got next? I'm hitting refresh. I work during the day, but pop in sometimes. Nighttime vibe is better. It's the late night stream. That's right. Well, the late night stream has the Girls Gone Wild commercial in it, right? So that's why the nighttime stream's better. It's got the Girl Gone Wild commercial running. Do you sell bulk hollows? No, I don't sell bulk hollows. It was 103 degrees today, says Corn Rules. What I do with them is I just kind of stack them up, and I guess what I'll probably do is just baggy them up, and I'll probably store them really well. And then what I can do with them is I can pull them back out and put them into products like maybe the binder break or something like that, right? So like the binder break, if I open it up right now, it would have hollows in it. And so where am I getting those from if I'm not opening my own packs? Girls Gone Wild commercials were good times. Man, I was a randy little kid when that thing came on. We didn't have cable, so the only time I got to see Girls Gone Wild commercials was when we were on, like a family vacation in Kansas City, and us kids would be split up in our own hotel room watching TV shows late into the night on cable television, and the Girls Gone Wild commercial would come on, and I'd be like, "Wow, this is some good content." Whoa, what am I watching? Here's Ryan Shapiro. Fates collide. It was almost like Alien, because you know you just didn't get anything like that back at home. So just a show where girls let their, it was just a commercial, so it was all blurred, right? But like you saw a little bit, right? And you'd be like, holy, it was such a big deal. Nowadays, you have the internet. Now, if I see something like that, I'm like, who cares? That's all over the place. The world's changed, hasn't it? This is we're like the first generation. If you think about it, we're the first generation of humans to sort of live in a time period where you can go online and watch naughty stuff all day long in super high definition, and you can just see anything you want. That didn't exist. Wait, do we already have somebody in here? Hold on, wait. Second chance. No, we don't have somebody in here. So where's the empty bag? There should be an empty bag. Here's the experience booster. Here's the 41 and 4. That was the binder break. Hmm. Oh, there's the other one. Look at that. There was another one. Okay. So I tell you what, let's just create a new one. Oh, I didn't want 2 stickers. We're like the first generation to grow up with cell phones and the ability to just kind of see it, see people doing it. Computer, show me 2 people doing it. Let's see. Second split. I got in trouble for watching it and told that I can only watch those things when I grow older. What? All right. What do you guys think? What do you think What do you guys think all this access to adult content is doing to the world? Like doing to people? How do you think it's changing us? I guess it's probably normalizing a lot of behavior. All right, there we go. Sexuality is pretty powerful. When you heard Celine Dion come on, then you knew it was late at night. Near far. Here's Joseph Smith. One triplet B, one Star Wars Series 1. All right, Star Wars Series 1. What are these? What are these? Definitely bought some if those videos. I bought a Playboy magazine when I moved out of home at got my own apartment. So I had like this sudden freedom and I bought a Playboy because I was like, nobody can stop me. I can just do whatever I want. And I flipped through it. And I was like, yep, there's some boobs. It was like really cool. The privacy, the level of privacy. Like I had my own door to my own place with a key. Whoa. Yeah, I didn't have any roommates. I could just do anything I wanted. And but it's not like I hadn't seen a Playboy magazine before because I'd stumbled into one in a neighbor's home where I guess the dad owned like a Hustler magazine's what it was, and that was actually more extreme than the Playboy magazine. Here's this. Here's this. All right. Here's this. Ooh, and the Crazy Emperor. Greedo shot first, and Luke. No big etched Vader card in that pack. It's destroying human self control in every way. Most people don't want to live or experience life for themselves. Instead, they watch it on screen and talk about it on a call with others in the same boat. They are. What? What did you say? Here's Lycanroc. Talk about it on a call with others. Here we are. You talking about it afterwards? We are. Makes people lonely. Yeah. They do say that the rate of people having sex has gone down over time. That's pretty fascinating, right? But my theory for that isn't just that it's like adult content, actually. I think one of the bigger reasons is more like people just aren't going out and socializing. And I don't blame adult content for that. I think I blame more like Netflix and video games. You know, they don't seem so dangerous, do they? But if they keep you indoors and you never go out and meet anybody, and you're like, you know what? I'm just going to stay in. There's a ripple effect to that over the course of your lifetime. You just never meet anybody. So, Joseph, where are we putting you? You're up here and your box is completely full, right? Is that the deal? All right. Aha. You look at the countries that are having the most babies right now, and it's all the countries where no one's got, like an iPhone, basically. No iPhones. They're just living in the moment with no AC. COVID definitely changed the social landscape. People are more secular now and not interested in engaging socially. Yeah. Uh, but I also blame the fact that there's nothing to do, right? Like, here's a big thing that changed. Young people don't want to drink as much alcohol. We've all been bombarded with news that alcohol gives you cancer, it gives you heart disease, it gives you liver failure, you look old, you age faster, you get addicted to it. So, unfortunately, though, that was kind of what we designed our society for. You went out to the bar and you went drinking and bar crawling. So when you go to Main Street, that's the thing, isn't there? There's you got like Main Street, bars everywhere. Everywhere I grew up, there's even St. Louis, it's just bars. Okay, so you take that away. Now what? Restaurants? Like, what are you gonna do? When you go out, what are you gonna do? Literally, I guess you could go to the gym. So you could be like a gym rat, make like gym rat friends. But if you don't want to just go to the gym, which is almost like a chore, what are you gonna do that gets you out there and socializing? A gaming club? I just don't know. Does anyone here know? Maybe some of you guys know. What gets you out of your house? There should be like government centers with free food in it that just gets people together in a room. All right. Mister, I'm saying with the corn, meeting people, interacting, most people don't want to do nothing in life. Instead, they watch it, do it on screens, and never actually live life. Yeah, again, so I think that adult content could contribute to that. Like realistically, if you're watching a couple hours of it a day or something like that, that could be detracting from your ability to go outside. But the truth is, I don't think people consume it that much. I think what really happens is people get into a lifestyle of bag of candy, potato chips, Pizza Hut, and then they sit down and they play their video games. And I think that that actually is a bigger contributor than the fact that you can just see naked people on the internet, you know? Although you never know how it changes people. That's why I'm saying, like, we're almost living in a new experiment. This is an experimental time period for humans. I have this book made by Congress like 40 years ago that was investigating whether or not adult content should be banned. They're gonna bone. I know too many people that basically live on Discord calls. I think the Western world is headed more in the East Asian direction of living alone and not having children. Oh yeah, we're already doing that now. It depends on what group you're looking at. Yeah, if you look at like Western white people in America, they're already doing that. They're doing that in Europe. They're doing that here. They're doing, yeah, and the Asian, they're doing it. I encountered some high school kids, and on my Charizard card, when I heard them talking, they were literally mumbling, and I'm like, huh, my family gets me out of the house, but if I was alone, I would probably never leave. I think less people are actually interested in sexual content than the news portrays. Well, I mean, I don't know about that. I actually suspect consumption of adult content's pretty high, but I don't think, again, I don't think that's the reason people aren't getting out there. I think it's just it's so nice to stay at home, right? Like you can have food delivered to you now. You don't even need to go to the supermarket, right? Like that's a new thing. And then video games are so good. And even if you run out of video games, you got Netflix, Hulu, Paramount. I think Paramount's shutting down. Paramount, you got Amazon, you got all these streaming services, right? So endless entertainment. And if you don't have anything to watch on your endless streaming content, you got YouTube. So you really never run out of content. So you're entertained and that's it. You're done now, you know? Here's Mr. Hawk. He's next. He wants two spots. The Fates Collide. All right. Fates Collide has three people in it now, everybody. There needs to be something to do. I want to hear your guys' idea. All right. So remove bars. What can people do to socialize? Is okay. All right. I guess the Romans had bathhouses. What if we had something like that? We don't have bathhouses where I live. Imagine you had like a big, warm pool. It was gigantic government pool. It was nice and warm, steamy. There was shampoo in the water or something like that. Would that be nice? I think that could be nice. We don't have anything like that where I live. Now, you want 10 Pokey Shuffles. Oh, yes. The only thing to do is rip packs and buy slabs and malls. Yeah, well, that used to be a thing, but people don't go there anymore. You know why? Because there's nothing to do at the mall. You go in, oh, J.C. Penney's wants me to pay $75 for corduroy pants. Nah, you know what I mean? I'm not buying that shit. You know what I mean? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Oh, you can buy this button-down T-shirt for a cheap payment at 32.50. Do you have the rewards card for J.C. Penney's? Oh, hell no, bro! Get me out of there. Boring. Ooh, Suicune. Ooh, Vibrava. So maybe that's a big part of the complexity here. Because again, I think we're blaming adult content on creating sort of like a stagnant society that just Hakikimori society. But maybe the bigger problem is there's nothing you can do outside of your home that feels better than being inside of your home. We just ought to have like a teleportation, did I say that right? Teleportation device inside the home, right? And then you can walk through the device and be in someone else's home instantly. So you guys can just teleport over here and then we can watch TV. Actually, I still don't know. What would we actually do? You can look at my Pokemon cards in person. All right, so Suicune and Vibrava. Sounds like a promising round. Let's see. This sounds like a good round. So Vibrava, $50. Oh yeah. And then what about the Suicune? Is it this one? So we Kuna and Vibrava. How would the teleportation work? I'm just saying, if you could teleport over, but what would you do with me? What would we actually do that you wouldn't be bored of? We could either watch TV or play video games, I guess. Mister, come to my home and open a pack in front of me like a bocce chef. Sports, no. Parties. I would go to a party if I was going to have sex. Clubs. I would go to a club if I was going to have sex. Fishing. No. Making music. I would listen to music. I don't know about making music. Just hanging out. Like, what does that mean? Just hanging out? Like, sit around and talk? We're talking now. Yeah, you can talk over a phone call. We are. You got to do something while you're talking. You know what I mean? Like, there's got to, like, guys play golf and they talk while they golf. See, that makes more sense. So you can say golfing, at which point I will say no. You know what I mean? Watch Mrs. Doubtfire. Hello, everyone. God, that show is so bad when you rewatch it. You realize how bad that movie is. It's terrible in every way. He's like a stalker, breaking the law, dressed up all creepy as a woman and doing a fake voice. And somehow this fools the mother, which makes no sense. I wouldn't be fooled in 2 seconds, right? Like if Karis dressed up as a man or something like that, or I dressed up as a woman, and I said, "Hello, children." Karis would know it was me in flat .2 seconds. She would know. She's like, "That's Derek in a fat woman suit." So the whole show, the premise of the show is insanely bad, and everyone was just high on Robin Williams back then. So we just ate it hook, line, and sinker. It would never happen in a million years. What happened in that movie, and it is very stalker like. It's very harassment like. It's very creepy, horrifying. All right, I like Medea. Let's see. Roll both of them. All right, re-rolling. This goes down to 30, and this goes down to 45. Good luck. So, oops. We need to get 50 on the Vibrava. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's really crazy when you watch it in the future as an adult. You go, what the hell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your Honor, I just wanted to be with my children. So I dressed up. So I dressed up as an old woman and pretended to be a maid and answered my wife's ad for a housekeeper. And I snuck back into the house to be with my children. And I pretended to be a woman in front of my wife. And my wife and my children couldn't detect it. They just couldn't detect it because I'm so good. And yeah, so I was actually near my wife the whole time. You'll forgive me, right, Judge? Dude, you're going straight to jail. You're a psychopath. All right, so 30 plus 45 is 75. That'll be 15 cards for you. Good luck in there. That guy's going to jail. I'd be like, I believe this man is a threat. Hang out with the homies and go walk around the casino and have a few drinks. Yeah, casinos seem fun. Why would I go to a casino when I can just open Pokemon cards, though? I mean, the casino's rigged for sure. At least with Pokemon, I have a shot, you know? Cat Williams often said that you can tell a comedian has sold out when they start cross dressing. Uh oh. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. So you got to hit something in 15 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my gosh. 9, 10, 11, 12. Woo! 13, 14, 15. All right. You end up with a star spot. It says you cannot re-roll it. Well, that was, if you think about the original amount you spent, it was 50. So it's like you lost $10. Oof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This goes back in the box. All right. It didn't end with you getting nothing, though, so that's good, because that is possible. It was a bad re-roll, but not a disastrous re-roll. Here's the star spot. Okay, grab this. Throwing restrictions on comedy from a bigoted perspective is crazy. Hey, buddy, you got a Sabrina Gengar at a 9? No. Actually, I used to have 2 10s. I can't believe I sold one. I sold one like a dummy. Oh, well. Oh, well. Everything happens for a reason. Let's see. OP box, second chance, the star box. Here you go, Mr. Hawk. Keep my pokies out your effing mouth. Let's grab this Naruto. This is going to say 3. The Naruto box break is now 3 out of 10. It's a pretty solid box break. Maybe you'll pull a 1 of 1 Tops Naruto out of there. As a group, we've already pulled like 2 or 3 1 of 1s. So it's a really short print run card set, and I'm excited to see what's in it. All right. So that's completed for Mr. Hawk. Thank you very much. Now we have an Andrew Martin order. He says, plus $40 credit for 6 Paldea Evolved. Ooh, yeah, I like this. 6 Paldea Evolved. 2 Gem 5s. She already spent that. She had me turn it into something else. And what's this back here? Get Tyler Lawns. Okay, we already did that. Throw those cards away. Now, store credit. Talk, order Grubhub and pass out. I want to hear you guys' ideas for what kind of thing we could set up in society that replaces bars, but it's still fun enough to get people out of their homes. Maybe if you guys can think of something, I'll save up a bunch of money and we can all be like angel investors and open a business. Who's this for? Andrew Martin? Boop. All right. I can't do Commando. You made me think of Star Wars Battlefront. There's a unit called the Commando. Good. Okay. Now, 6 Paldeas. Rotary Sushi. That's a restaurant. Obviously, restaurants already exist. I'm talking about what gets people out of their home other than bars, other than restaurants. Because we were talking about how people don't socialize anymore, right? They don't have a reason to go out, in my opinion. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. I think amusement parks would work. Can you make a mini amusement park? I say we pool our resources together and we open a brothel. Nah, they already thought of that one. All right, guys, smash that like button. The giveaway tonight is for 40 likes, by the way. So here's Andrew Martin, tossing that away. 6 Paldea Evolved. Good luck. We're socializing right now. I think a brothel would actually get people out of their home, don't you? Let's snip this. I don't think you can open those in most parts of the United States. I think it's legal in like one place, Las Vegas. And you have to go outside of Las Vegas. You have to go into like the outer counties or something, like an hour away or something like that. Carnival for Pokemon fans. True, true, true. There's museums. I feel like a lot of the things like museums are not as popular as well because any museum that exists, people can just record what's in the museum and put it onto the internet, and then you can watch that from your bed, from your cell phone. So that's the challenge. Amusement parks, that's a big one. I think amusement parks is a big one. Amusement parks, that's a reason to get out of your bed, out of your home, because there's rides, So that's a cool one. Sea-Doos, I'll say that as well. So I'm living on the edge of the lake, right? Well, I can get like a Sea-Doo and go have fun. So that's a big one. Although you don't really socialize on Sea-Doos, do you? I guess you can invite people over. Mr. Andrew Saguaro. Ooh, Iona. Oh, brothels definitely have alcohol. True, but the point of the brothel isn't the alcohol. We are Iona. Ooh, oh, it's just a leaf energy. Boo. All right, so there's a leaf energy. Here's Tadboob. Come on, Magikarp. Magikarp's one of the best Pokemon cards I've ever seen. I think I own 2 or 3 of them. They put mango on sushi all the time, so pineapple wouldn't be too far. I really do appreciate mangoes these days. I eat those pretty frequently. Do you guys like mangoes? They have like a citrusy flavor to them if you get them when they're really unripe, almost crunchy. I like that flavor, the citrus flavor. Here's a little reverse hollow Tyranitar. All right. Belly Bolt, Leaf Energy, and Iona. That's what we got, Mr. Andrew. No Magikarp. I'm sorry, man. It was always tough to pull. If you guys remember back in the day, we would go nuts trying to pull. We used to go nuts trying to pull Magikarp back in the day, and people would open so much of it, but they wouldn't pull them because there's so many other ARs in the set. Your odds were actually pretty poor. All right, lovely. Okay, fine. I'll add a Hershey chocolate syrup. Ugh. I really enjoy sushi. I like the flavor of the seaweed. I like the umami flavor. I like the rice. Some people don't like sushi. It's kind of an interesting thing. This Pikachu's been rotating for a while. Let's just get a picture of him and take him down. What about technology-free resorts? I would go to a technology-free resort if I was going to have sex with someone. Let's see. I'll put it in the pricey out-of-date channel. There we go. Probably the person I'm married to. All right. It's the Asian blood in you. That's right. That's right. Come on now. What's this? What's back here? Oh, the Jason Page signature is hard. I want to be the very best. He's the voice of a generation. All right. The binder break. No one joined it. Poor binder break. By the way, if you're watching this show and you've never placed an order, give it a try. We've got this free Charmander for first-time orders. Give it a try. We're looking for some new guys. All right. You can head right over to the website. It's pinned in the chat. Goblin Bombardment is a new card we just got back from PSA. Got a 10. And here's Tammy's Sanrio characters. We have to finish rotating the consignment slabs, don't we? Let's get some of those up here. Yeah, we didn't finish that. We have to finish that. Does he even sing the song of the shows anymore? He does. I saw him doing it. I want to be the very best. All right. This card has still not sold. It's a Haymeyer card, huh? That's Jason Page's signature. So the card itself is a 9. Excuse me. This card is a 9, and it's pretty expensive as a 9. That's Topps Hollow Sonic 9. Yeah, it's not bad. Here's a Pokemon machine. Is this also a yeah, it is. It's also a Haymeyer. So this is Vending Series 3 Pokemon machine. Ooh. Here's the Fall of the Airship. Here's 2023 Ash Blossom Joyous Spring. That one's a Caleb Ibarra card. Caleb Ibarra hasn't been around for a long time. I'm going to go ahead and put this down. There we go. So I'm going to make that one a little more affordable, $340. And what about over here? What we got? What we got? Oh, okay, hold on. Now this is Brett Love. Oh, it's a Brett Love Follow the Airship and a Pat Gibbs Down into the Depths. Cool, man. So that is a round of the consignment cards. Everyone do the Gengar dance. That's right. You open my live custom, says Mr. Chris. I think so. Let me jump over here. Chris Gonzalez. Live custom, one live custom. Did I open that, guys? I actually can't remember now. Oh, you ordered 2 orders right next to them. Oh, I have not. Ah, man, it's a case of your 2 orders looking similar to each other. Okay, one live custom for Mr. Chris Gonzalez. It's your turn right now. My bad, dude. Your orders were right next to each other, and they actually looked kind of identical. My bad. The website tends to trick me that way. Emails don't trick me. I can tell when I've finished an email because it's red. But with the website doesn't do that. So it's easier to be fooled by the website. One cold one. Ah, darn. All right, I'm sorry, man. No luck on that. I sent another Zelle, says Mr. 80 Man. Sounds good. Sounds good. We just took care of this because it was a really old order. Let's see what it was. Andrew wants 4 more Paldea. I'll tell you what, I'll do it right now as long as no one else sent in for Paldea. Joseph Smith, Eddie Berto. Looks like you're good. Anyone over here? Yep, looks like you're good. All right, so you said you wanted a couple more of those Paldeas. You got it, man. 4 more of them. Yes, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Ready? We're going to take a snip out of here. Snip number 1. And snip number 2. Snip. How do I buy? Hey, what's up, Cheese? Hey, Cheese, check out the website. Cares finally made a website. It only took like 20 years. There we go. Pretty cool, huh? Here's Pyroar, Hariyama. Pay with blood. Is it weird that if I always see your guys' PFP here, I'm thinking that that's you guys in real life? Yeah, that's pretty weird, bro. Here's Jumpluff. Ready? Oh, something. You ready? What do we got? Oh, Ting Lu Altart. Wow, that looks really cool, man. It's nice seeing this because we haven't seen this in so long. Wow, that's neat. Okay. Maybe an AR in the last pack if we're lucky. All right, set that there for you. And here's the last pack. Oh, you do pick up an AR, but it's for Rigoraph. And Wo Chien. Mr. Reed Cheese's message. TCC, I owe you money. I'm no thief. Message me. No, it's okay, man. I wouldn't worry about it. We are. Yeah, I wasn't worried about that at all. We are. You must be referring to like a Crystal Nido King or something like that from a real long time ago. I wouldn't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Here's Claude Sire. Very nice. And all right, and then we got all these hollows. Just consider it. It's just a nice gift. That's all it is. And it's not really going to change much over here for me. I'm all good. I got so many Pokemon cards. They're all coming out of my ears. Oh, they're coming out of my ears these days, Mr. Cheese. Cheese, I got cards like this one here that started out as like a $5,000 card, and now it has like a last sold history of like 90,000. So I'm not sweating it. Pretty wild, isn't it? What Pokemon did. Hopefully, you held on to some of yours because I know you had some cards, and I hope Tammy and Alex and everyone else, all the moderators, yeah, because you want the moderators to buy into the same belief system. Here it is. All right, so Mr. Andrew, you know, very good. It actually all came true. Like I was always cheerleading Pokemon so hard. I was like, Pokemon's going to the moon, and then it actually happened. Like, dang, very good. So we square. You guys heard him. We're all square. You're all good. There we go. Now, here's Mr. Joseph Smith, 1 Pokey Shuffle, Snipe, and shipping. All right, let's get that round of shipping. Okay. In that case, I'll buy some packs. You can buy some. You can buy some packs. I don't mind. Here's this. A 1, 2, 3, and 1 Growlithe. Aw. All right, no Snipe. Okay, we'll toss it up there. Some things have changed over time. You've probably watched it. We got products like this Poke Shuffle that's super popular. Poke Shuffles sell every night. It's pretty crazy. They're just like really popular. And we haven't even had good slabs available for the Poke Shuffle for a while. It's been dry. But hopefully we're getting a tag submission back soon. I keep getting messages from tag. That's usually a sign they're getting closer to the end. Hold on, let me see. Nah, it still says image processing. All right, shipping. Let's get this. What's the latest set? Very overpriced. Ascended Heroes, $20 a pack. Now, the very, very latest set is actually this Abyss Eye. That's a Japanese set. Where'd it go? And it's been selling really well, although this last week maybe slightly less. Here it is. So these are a little more affordable. These are like, what are these, like 650 or something like that? That is Abyss Eye. Oh yeah, English Chaos Rising. No, you're right. That's actually more recent than Ascended Heroes. The thing is, everyone buys Ascended Heroes because they're all trying to pull that Mega Gengar or one of the other really big cards out of there. Here's Joseph Smith. Okay. Whew. I'm gonna toss this up here. Ugh. Wow, you got a lot, dude. Let's grab you a box. Okay. And we'll grab this as well. Okay. All right. We gotta give you a little bonus pack. I'm gonna give you how about one of these? So I got a little bonus pack for you. Here you go. All right, I'm gonna toss this in here. Your bonus pack. You can open that when it gets home. Let me go ahead and get you a nice label. All right. Here we go. And this is so heavy, we'll make it 2 pound. Mega Evolution's very creative. Yeah, Mega Evolution's popular. Thank you, mister. No problem, man. I would be rich if I held onto my Pokemon Flash Fire. Yeah. A lot of people during the years 2023 and 2024, they just kind of sold their cards off. You know, the fun was kind of over, right? Like Pokemon exploded it. Why is this so pricey? Oh, you live far away. Holy dude, shipping to you costs like twice as much. All right. Mister, give me your Houndoom Houndour. I'll send you in my staff stamp Tyranitar with my Siggy. I'm down for a trade. Did you say you had a signature Tyranitar? I'm down for a trade for something like that because I like Tyranitar. We are. Maybe it'll be a trade with cash because I think the cheapest Tyranitar right now is like 550, but you could use 550 to pay off most of that Houndoom right off the bat. We are. All right. We should have a Mega Evolution Ascended PSA Evolution like Super Saiyan 2. I can send more if you want. No, no, you're all good. Let's see. We do a flat price on the shipping, so you're benefiting from it. All right. And let me make sure that this matches. Yep, that matches. All good. Here's Eddie Mendoza, one live, and the rest is Slab Away. All right, let's jump over to the Slab Away with an E. This goes down to 390. Boom. And then also one live costume. I think I bought. I don't know. Some people some people get stuck on the website on their first try. Is 1, 2, 3, and 4. We also accept payments the old style, by the way. You don't have to use the website. The majority of orders are still in the old way where people just send direct money on PayPal or Bain or Zelle or Cash App or Venmo. So we do both ways. One cold one in the live customs. All right, so let's take a picture of these. You guys have seen them now. Oh, now you tell me. Yeah, you never have to do the website. The majority of orders are still in the old style. We allow both. It's just fun that the website exists. So let's go over to consignment. Okay. All right. And we'll just upload this. Okay. I will pull these down. Let's hit 40 likes and I'll start that giveaway tonight, guys. 40 likes and the giveaway begins. We're doing that because you guys probably won't hit the views bounty, but if you do hit the views bounty, that'll trigger it too. I don't mind. So the views bounty is 91. It's a pretty high views bounty, so you're better off trying to get the likes bounty instead. Maybe we'll always run it that way. Maybe it'll always be if you could hit 40 likes or X number of views. All right, so there's Mr. Eddie, all done. And let's see, we're hitting refresh. Mr. Hawk is done. And here, I think this is cheese. So here's a cheese order, and it says cheese, cheese, cute, cute. 7 of the Abyssi. Ooh. Let's see if you can get lucky in the Abyssis. Do you accept Trump phone for trade? Obama phone, Trump phone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. It's been a while, man. I'll put these in here. And we'll put these over here. Okay, ready? Let's snip it. All right. Is the CGC 10 Polytoad from Sky Ridge still available? I see it in Discord. It's still available. We would just price check it first, though, okay? So I believe it's still there. Yeah, the Pricey Slabs channel is out of date. Maybe the way the Pricey Slabs channel should work, there should be no price on it. Nah, that wouldn't be very smart. No price. Okay. Ooh, Thievel. The thing is, after it gets like over a month old, I think the prices cannot be relied on anymore to be accurate. You got a Thievel. Here's Rampardos. Mr. Cut one in half. All right, we'll cut the last one in half, okay? Cold. Cold. All right, the last pack gets sliced. When my order comes up, I'd like to possibly price check that if it's okay. Yeah, I don't mind. All right, so Cheese would sometimes cut some really valuable packs in half. He once cut a base set booster pack in half, I think. Okay, there we go. This time, just cold pack. Nothing lost. Sometimes, though, they're pretty crazy. We are. All right. Ooh. Ooh. Put this back over here. All right, there we go. 1 Thievel coming out and 1 Rampardos. Ooh. And now we're going to create a fresh backfield. Now we just got to invite Michael Paderis back. I think that guy actually does want back. We are. That guy still floats around sometimes. Remember that whole thing? That was pretty crazy, huh? All right, there we go. If you don't cut a pack every now and then, are you really an American? Probably. The dialogue you sent out to me just went up to 600 last sold this week. The dialogue. Oh, the Dialga. Nice. That's cool, man. It's a good card. All right. So that's completed. Good. Now, how about some new slabs up on this table? We got a PSA return. Ooh. Tardy to party. Do you remember someone in chat before named Snorlax? Here's food token. This got an 8, dude. How can it get an 8? That's so rough. Dude, that is such a rough grade. I don't know. Okay. We'll slide this in here. All right. We'll grab this. So this shall be, excuse me, 30 bucks maybe. I don't know. I just made that price up. Now, Knight's Whisper. Let's take a look at the back of the card. Wow, this just would have been a 10 in the past. This is a 9 now. No, this wouldn't have been a 10. It's got a horizontal, it's very subtle, but it's got a horizontal print line. I probably didn't even look for it. It's right here. All right. 9 is deserved on this one. Okay. Now we're going to jump over here and price them up. PSA 9, Knight's Whisper. Must have been so fun to actually make these cards. Okay. Whoa, it's kind of expensive, actually. Wow, the cheapest one is this right? So the cheapest one is a little over $40. Okay. Lots of 8s, lots of 9s with PSA these days, guys. Inevitable Betrayal. Wow. I wanted a 10 on this so badly. I don't know, dude. It's so nice. But look, maybe that. Oh, actually, that also looks like a print line in the card. Am I seeing a print line right here? That might have done it. Man, I really wanted a 10 on that. That is such a cool card. I need that Squidward sold. There it is. Actually, that's pretty good timing because I think you like SpongeBob stuff, and we just got these back. So this is the Inevitable Betrayal Patrick card. Let me look this up. Ugh. Betrayal. Okay, let's see. It looks like we're going to go with the price of about 65. Is PayPal still the same? Yeah, it should still be the same. Actually, you should just be able to click on a link in the description. I think the link is clickable in horizontal mode, right? Okay, so this guy's about 65. I wish that had been a 10 so bad. And then here's Days. So funny, man. Okay. If all of these had graded 10, I'd have made so much money on these. Instead, I'm kind of losing money. Days 1934. Here it is. So days, the cheapest days I can find. There's one for 50. Oh, that's non-hollow. Wait. Oh, I better make sure that that Squidward wasn't non-hollow. Oh no, he's hollow. Okay, good. So there's a non-hollow version of the days card, but we have the hollow version. So the cheapest one for days is 55. Okay. We're gonna say 55. There it is. And then this Stitch card. Such a pity this didn't grade 10. But it looks thin on the left, doesn't it? God, it would have been amazing if this had graded 10. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna put it into one of these sleeves and just stare at it for a while. See what I think of it. I honestly don't believe that this is gonna regrade into a 10 with any company. I think the off-centering is what does it in. But at the same time, I don't know if it's worth selling or holding. Giveaway coming. So take a look at this. Wow. So you guys got to get that 40 likes if you want the giveaway to go off. I'm going to set this here. That's the Stitch Seal DOS. PSA being sticklers lately. Yeah, they've been that way for a little while now. I don't think they're going to go back. Here's Joshua Ramos. He's sending in for a live custom, 2 Twilights. Grab stuff from my bag for a spot in the trade slab. All right, you got it. Good idea. I think you got a lot, actually. All right. 1, 2, 3, and 1. Okay. That's a bummer. A lot of cold live customs tonight, I noticed. A lot of cold live customs. 2 Twilights. Okay, 2 Twilights. That's Paldea. Oops, wrong one. Where's Twilight? Oh, it's back there. Ugh. I have to reach so far. Whew. Ta-da. All right, so 2 Masquerades, 2 Gray Ninjas. There's a foil and non-foil version of the Secret Lair sets for Magic. I had to investigate more of the secret layers. Excuse me, I need to go have a smoke. You're a sticker, Craig, a sticker. Here's what do we got? Shinx, Kadabra, Blissey. Blissey was such a tough Pokemon. And here's Bellybolt, Frogadier, Ogerpon. All right. Oh, I was supposed to set up more gym breaks, wasn't I? Yeah, I was supposed to set up more gym breaks. All right. So check your bag for cards to trade, huh? Let's go find Joshua Ramos's stuff. We got Valenti, Joseph Valenti. Joseph Valenti's got a lot of stuff too. How old is Joseph Valenti's bag? That guy's been here since 11/25. So then his bag expires on 11/26. Is that right? Put this back up here. He's got a lot of stuff. But here's your bag over here. There we go. So we've got a nice trade slab running. It is the why not. And you can just give up junk stuff like hollows. Let's see. You got some Korean cards, bunch of Korean hollows. I don't value the Korean hollows very highly. They're just not something you can do a lot with. You got some nice ARs though, huh? Here's a couple hollows. That's just a common. That's a bulk. And then over here, some EXs, EXs. I guess those are sleeved together. EXs. Yeah. All right. Hey, 84 viewers, don't threaten me with a good time. Pop this in here. So what do we have from this trade? We've got a little bit of English. So this is mostly just the Korean hollows. So to truly get a $5 spot, I'm going to take a look at your EXs now. Okay, you ready? So we'll leave your ARs alone, but let's take a look at some EXs because I kind of value those at like 50 cents each. How about they're all Korean. Okay, here we go. 50 cents, a dollar, 50 cents, a dollar, 50 cents, a dollar. How does that sound? So we'll do a couple of those EXs, a couple of those Korean hollows that are really not worth very much. I keep saying that because I almost don't want them. We are. But we're going to set you into the why not. How does that look? That look okay with you? I'm betting you're about to say yes because I would say yes to that trade. I'd say yes to that trade very fast. All right. $5 for Korean hollows and some EXs of unpopular Pokemon. It's pretty good when you don't have to do any shipping or listing, you know? All right. So Joshua Ramos. There you go. And you're in. Oops. There you have it. That's going to be spot number 3 on the trade break is done. We need 2 more people and this activates. The trade break's just a bit of fun. It's a way to really just get rid of stuff out of your bag. In a way, it's kind of a bag sort too, because you get to see your bag. Oh, I gotta hit refresh. Sorry, hold on. We're gonna hit refresh. I noticed some goosebump packs in my bag. I never ordered goosebumps. Really? I noticed some goosebump packs in my bag. Okay. I bet I know who they belong to. They probably belong to Joseph Smith because your bags sit right next to each other. Let me put these into his bag. Good catch. So he does order the goosebump cards, as you can see. I'm going to give them to him. They're cold packs, so there's probably not much in them, but if they're his, they're his. Thanks, man. Ooh-wee, trade break. Yes, the trade break. All right, let me back out of this and hit refresh over here. They go in mine. Cough, cough. Now, here's me hitting refresh. Oh, this song's so good, but if I listen to it, I will get tired of listening to it, so I gotta skip. All right. Mark J. Valerian to give to Tammy that SpongeBob Krabby Patty token slab because it's making me hungry, and Tammy is cool. All right, you got it. To Tammy from Mark. Wow, is Tammy here? To Tammy from Mark Valerian. There we are. Wow. Tammy, it's so crazy that you're single and looking to mingle right now. All right. Let me grab this. One Krabby Patty order up. I know a real generous guy who'd like to take you out on a date. We're going to say 150. I'm busy coloring bags. Coloring bags. So that's done. And now we're going to scroll down. We have Mr. Cheese. Give the squid away. The Knight's Whisper. All right, so Knight's Whisper is a giveaway now. If you guys can either get us to 91 views or 40 likes, either will work, okay? All right. I'm sure Cheese wants to see this actually be given away. So you guys got to get that number. Okay, we're going to put this here. Hello, Catnip. I was hoping to take Sarah out on a date, actually, if she likes. And unban me from Discord. Here we go. Okay, hold on. We'll say cheese. I didn't even know that was a thing. We are? All right. I'll do that right now. How does that sound? Give me a second. Deleted user. Let me try this. Okay. All right, give it a try. We're so close to 90 viewers. So this is a giveaway. And I'm going to write down at the bottom that it's free. I got single lady friends. All right. Hit that 40 likes, guys. 40 likes, and I'll start handing this out, okay? Sound good? Okay. All right. Here's a big Sarah Dusenberry order. Miss Sarah. She says, one jumbo Japanese pack, 5 Ascended Heroes, and 100 for my slab away. Jeez. You got it. All right. 100 for slab away. Sarah, I'm blushing. You have the PSA 10 Neo Houndoom. This is $180 remaining. Boop. So 180 left. 5 Ascended and the Jumbo Japanese pack. Now, I think this is the last Jumbo Japanese pack. And then after this, we actually have to make a fresh round of them, which we've been so busy lately. Here it is. All right. Check this out, everybody. Huh? Looks pretty good, right? It says invalid link. Try scanning this with your cell phone. So here's the Discord QR code. Were you trying a link from the description? All right, I'll put that over there. Now let's try snipping this. Ready? So we'll snip this here. I'm on my cell phone. Okay, grab that. Should be able to scan that from your cell phone if you screenshot it and then hold your finger over the image. Snipping this. Okay. And snipping this. There we go. Post it again. This thing here, I'll put this here. Let me test out the link in the description and make sure that it's still valid, everybody. All right, let's see. So I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and click on the link. Let's see if it's invalid. Oh, it's asking me to create an account. That's weird. Why would it do that? Why wouldn't it just send us to the actual server? Let me see. I should be able to see under server settings what links are available. Invites. Hmm. I gotta skip this music again. Still can't. I'm double screening. Hmm. Maybe try closing the app completely and then opening it back up. Maybe it has to like reset or something. Invalid, huh? Let me see this. Wait, I got an idea. Let me try this. Sorry, Sarah, give me a minute here. Hmm. What name are you actually going by on Discord right now? Do you know? Is it just Cheese? Because I noticed when I type your name in, I'm not seeing it. So I'm wondering if it's still not, if it's not actually working properly. Give me your Discord name real fast, Cheese. Can you do that? Oh, that seems right. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's already done. Wait, maybe I can actually. Well, let me try searching here. Let me try here. Give me a second. Weird. When I search you, I can't find you. Try logging out and then logging back into Discord or something. Try something like that. Do you use the Discord? Maybe I'm trying to think of what it could be. Can anyone else? Wait, I had a second account. Ah, maybe it's a second account. Yeah, because I can't find when I search cheese, I can't find you actually. How about cheese? Just 69 underscore 69. Yeah, yeah, it's not showing up. We'll keep working on it, okay? But I don't think that the links are broken because I think somebody would have told me that by now. All right. Yeah, give it a try. Let's grab this. Ooh. Here's all right. Thank you, Sarah, for waiting. 1 pack and 2 packs and 3 packs. Ready? All right. This is an important one. You got a Duskull. All right. So Terror Festival was cold. That's too bad. Okay. Tossing this over here. Let's grab this. Here's Nato King and Wigglytuff. All right. Nothing crazy in this pack either. That's too bad because that's the 151. How about the battle region? We don't even sell this on the menu. This is something you can only get from the jumbo pack. We got Garchomp. Okay. Put that there. Here's Pokemon White. Okay. Pokemon Black. So far, so bad. Sometimes you get really big, hot jumbo pack break rounds. Sometimes you do not. But I got to warn you, this was the last round of it that we have. Now I have to generate a fresh round. Inferno Charizard. Code. Aha, Duskull, your first AR shows up. Whew. It really just takes one, oops, really just takes one good booster pack. We get one good booster pack with like a wild chase pull in it. There we go. Unbanned Shy Guy. I do remember him. Wasn't he a customer a really long time ago? He's Canadian, isn't he? I'm trying to remember. I can unban him, but he has to be real nice, okay? Just saying. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. Team Magma Grunt. No, I just picked unuser. So I can do it. Just if he comes back into the Discord server, he's got to be nice. I'm just saying, all right? So, okay, he's unbanned. Wasn't he the foreign guy from the Discord call with us years ago? All right, here's a code one. And, oh, this is bulk. All right. Team Magma, that was me. Here's a cold one. Here's, aha, this guy. I don't remember his name. Frigabax, Excalibax. What's this guy's name? Frigid something? I don't remember. Here's, oh, okay. So you got 3 ARs now. So AR wise, you're looking good. Now you just need a good SR, hopefully an Altart SR. Okay, here's a cold one. And here's also a cold one. Triplet beat could be a magic part. New. That would be too easy. Ancient Roar. New. Here's Gardivoir. Oh, you did it! Now you got your SR. You're all set. The sleeve's all messed up. We're going to throw that sleeve away. And so these are the pair of omelets. There we go. And here's a cold one. And finally, here's Pikachu with Palossand. So kind of a tough round, I think. I think you really lack like a good SR, but you did end up with 3 ARs right at the end. So it's not as bad as we've seen it before. We've seen it much worse than this before. There we go. Very nice. All right. That's for our very own Miss Sarah. Thanks for hanging out, Miss Sarah. Palossand is pretty cool. He is definitely a sandcastle. People used to make fun of this Palossand when he came out. They're making fun of him because he's another inanimate object. Pokemon started turning everything they could think of into Pokemon. It's a ghost type, and it's an inanimate object, actually. So people started criticizing Pokemon for that. Clean this up a little bit. All right, so where did I last see your bag, Miss Sarah? You got a box. The Sarah box. So we got to make more jumbo Japanese packs for Sarah now, guys. We're out of them. It's an engine. Give away the slab. All right, sounds good. We're going to go ahead and host the cheese giveaway slab, guys. We got pretty close to the view bounty anyways. All right, give me a second. So I'm going to hit refresh on this. Refresh. Next, next. And then we're going to say cheese. All right, done. There it is. So to participate in this giveaway, all you have to do is type cheese in the chat. That's all you got to do. I'll place this here so it can be right in the middle. Okay. Tempting to make it right now, isn't it? Think about it. Let's see if we got any orders in the. Oh, wait, we're not done with your order. We got to keep taking care of Miss Sarah. So she needs 5 ascended now. All right, you got it. Speaking of ascending, did you guys see Clavicular got his nose done? What do you guys think of that? He's ascended now into true Adam. There. Good. Peeling that back. All right. So we got some of these booster packs. Tossing that away. We got one of these booster packs. Tossing that away. Doo-doo-doo. Here's here's Charmander. And he's pretty bad, but we're gonna put him to the side. And then we'll grab this. So we gotta get you 5 more packs. 2 more packs. Step of that. Ready? My ascended heroes, mister. Yes. Here they are. Anything for you, Sarah. Tossing that. Putting this over here. All right. I used to have so much into scores, says Tyler. So much. Okay, put that over there. All right, here it goes. We got 5 ascended heroes. Ooh. Ready? Hey, mister, just checking to see if my order went through. I placed it on the website. Yes, sir. We got this really big Sarah order we're working on, and then it'll be probably pretty close to your turn. In the old Discord gambling. There we go. Throw this away. Ready? Here's Rachu. We're looking for Mega Gengar. Here's Garchomp. Okay. Here's Togekiss Mega Frostlass. Come on, Ascended Heroes. Let's get a big hit out. Dreepy Entei and Snorunt. Ah, man. We got 1 Snorunt. That's because the pulls were cold. He's cute. I don't know if he's 5 packs of Ascended Heroes cute. All right. Let's grab a bag one more time. Overall, this time, Sarah, not too crazy on the round, but not the worst round either. We've definitely seen worse. There we go. Do you have any favorite cheeses? I used to eat a lot of brie cheese. I think that's part of why I got so fat. So I don't eat that as much anymore. Probably made my cholesterol go to the moon. Brie cheese and crackers. Whew, very unhealthy, probably. All right. So next up, dooby 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 doo, Randy Cargill. He ordered 10 Pokey Shuffles and 2 Paldean Fates. Let me make sure that we got everybody first. Okay, Randy. Making sure I don't do this out of order. All right. And all right, yes. So it's your turn next, Mr. Randy. So, Randy, you've got 2 Paldean Fates. Oops, what the hell? Why did it do that? Take me back. Take me back to the orders page. The stinkier, the better. We are. Let's see. There we go. Okay, back to it. So 10 Pokey Shuffles, 2 Paldean Fates. Let's see if we get any luck in here. I made a little order as well. Sounds good. Sounds good. Go. You ready? So we've got a 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You got Kingdra. Whoa. Look at that Kingdra. That's going to be over here. Ugh. Aha. There he is. $40. VMAX Climax from 2021. Wow. 2021 was so long ago. So that is your card. You can re-roll it for 35. I feel like my body rejects blue cheese. My mouth preemptively starts to ache. What? Tough choice, Randy, because if you keep it, you lock in $40 of value, and then you're only $10 down, right? If you re-roll it for 35, maybe you snipe something big, or maybe you miss completely. Decisions, decisions. You think about that. Let me get your 2 Paldean Fates. You'll keep it? All right, he's keeping it. I think the Paldean Fates are over here, actually. There are 2 Paldean Fates. You know, I'm betting that the Paldean Fates have gone up in price since last time I checked, because the Bubble Mew, we were just talking about the fact that he was more expensive and had those famous Black Label sales. Aren't there 2 of them now? I think there's 2 of them. All right, we're going to test this out, and then we're going to do a price check on Paldan to see what it costs to restock it. All right, ready? There you go. American cheese with really crappy bread. Here's, ooh, oh my gosh, you pulled the bubble deal. You got a Sparta and Cleffa. Very cute. Not bad. If you can get a 10 on that, that's actually probably pretty expensive. Yeah, the baby shinies from the set sell for a lot. Just add a hot dog with the bread. So that's for you, Mr. Randy. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, very nice. Thank you so much for that. Let's take a quick look at Paldan Fates. Let's see. Let's try trying to remember how we stock these. I think we do the premium bundle. Let me scooch out here. Pull the laptop into my lap. Laptop just came unplugged. Yeah, here it is. All right, so let me try this. Let me try this too, actually. All right. Now I'll click on this. Oh, the price on this has exploded. It's shooting upward. It's very interesting. And okay, so let me try and do some math on this real fast. Some quick math. Divided by 14. So there's our price. And what did we charge? Let's see what we charge. Looks like we're good. So I'm just going to leave it alone. All right. And let me plug the laptop in. Paldan Fates, guys. Bubble Mew. That's a good set. Let's see, we got a new slab ready. Here's that Trico. People were asking for this Trico. This is Lost Thunder Trico. He looks really cool. He graded like 9 with tag, and then I wanted to regrade him to see if he would turn into a 10 with PSA. He did not. He's still a 9. So when this sells, I'm just going to lose money on it because I graded it twice. It's not even an expensive card, but I think I was testing it out to see if maybe tag had graded too harshly. But apparently tag and PSA agree. Pretty interesting, huh? All right. We're going to say Trico Lost Thunder. If it's not too much to ask, can you check the price on the Skyridge Polytoad? Oh, right. That was part of your order. Okay, give me a minute. So here's one of these Tricos for 300. That can't be right. Let me check sold, though. Okay, this card. What? Look at this. On June 6th, this card sold for $100 as a CGC 9. That's an actual confirmed sale. Why is it so expensive? That's a confirmed sale, $100. So the cheapest one right now in for PSA grading is $300. I think that's really a lot higher than anything I would ever pay. But if it's sold for 100 with the CGC 9, I'm going to list this now for 200 as a PSA 10, PSA 9. So I guess 200. That's nuts. I know it's from 2018, so it's 8 years old, but it's just Trico. Wow, man. Hey, Mister, do you think a set of heroes is a set to keep or sell? I'm sure it's going to be a set to keep. Okay, that's true for every set. Every set does well. Every set's doing well right now. Now, we have a Hot Camacho order, and he wants 10 of the junk packs. You ready, Mr. Hawk Camacho? The only problem, Hawk, is I don't know how we're gonna fit this all into your box. Ready? So here goes. 1, here to 10 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. These are the junk packs. They cost $3 each. They're like really cheap booster packs, basically. They're handmade. What are they made out of? They are made out of junk. Now I'm going to remove them from the sleeve this time. I don't normally do that, but I'm almost out of sleeves, so I have to because I have to have some sleeves remaining. You selling your junk? I'm selling junk cards. Is all right. We got Fampy, Clay Doll, this pizza from Rick and Morty, Metazoo, some vintage South Park, some hollows. It's really not that bad. Pack number 1, I thought was pretty good here. Pack number 2. I sent another ZELLE in case emails are stacking again. I can wait my turn. I got to warn you, we got a couple orders in the queue right now, so we're a little busy. Maybe I'll speed up a little bit. Those are some nice Dragon Ball hollows, some Hoochie Mamas, some more Hoochie Mamas. Okay. We got to get this taken care of, guys. You still grading South Park cards? I should be grading South Park cards, but I forget about them. When I'm grading, I'm like, what should I grade? And then I promptly forget that they exist. Ooh. 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 They're good. They're the South Park cards are cool, man. Too bad Matt and Trey are busy making strictly political cartoons. I miss their old stuff. All right. I like this song that's playing. Chibi Mothman, you got a little Mothman there. Okay. These packs are pretty weird. You might get all kinds of stuff out of them. These are practically Gooner packs. All right. Some Yu-Gi-Ohs. Let's see. Digimons. This is cool. This is a Karuta Pokemon card, and it's actually pack fresh. Some Naruto's, some Chainsaw Man, some Star Wars. All right. Oops. Did Hathim mean to do that? Wait. He certainly didn't mean to do that, right? How did he even do that? That's definitely an accident. I'm gonna unhide him now. He must have like had his phone in his pants or something. That's happened before. There you go. Dream Cicada. All right. Was it Matt or Trey that had a musical degree? I don't know. Ooh. Playboy. Ooh. Wait, there's something. Oh, another Playboy. Kuromi. Good. 2 packs remain. That's really cool. You got some ponies. I thought that would be funny to slip in there, the ponies. All right. So you certainly have a lot now of junk. I have this promo card that is Detective Conan. Is that something I might have gotten from you? I've never seen it before. Yeah, we had that before. Detective Conan. You probably got it from us. I had this supplier in Japan. He's like, you got to try this one. It's really good. And I said, all right. Then we bought it and no one knew what it was. They're like, what's that? Only like 1 or 2 people knew what it was. So it didn't sell very well, but it did eventually sell out, but only after I lowered the price really significantly. All right. So, wow, that's a whole stack of cards. That's why people like the junk packs because of just the sheer amount of cards you get. It's like a pretty heavy chunk. Much of it is holographic or something like that. The junk pack is basically like buying bulk pack. No, there are a couple bulk cards in there, but it's not the same. So we're going to say Hawk. Like this time I tried an experiment where I put some English Pokemon cards on the top of the pack, but inside of the pack, it's actually a ton of hollows. Or like these Fortnite cards, they don't have hollows. Well, there are hollows, but like there's that. Here's like look at this, whatever that is. I got no clue. Here's a holographic hollows. That's a VMAX card. So, or like these tops cards here. That's holographic. So there are a couple bulk cards, but the majority of it's actually holographic or something like that. All right. Good. Whoa. Mr. Huck. How's it hanging? Hey, what's up, Mr. the Collector? So that's finished. And now we have an order from Mr. Hot Camacho wants 2 spots in the trade break. So the trade break's completed. I'll put you down as Mr. H. Why not? It's going off. Whoa, it's 5:09 already? What? I didn't even feel the time go by, guys. I just looked up and it's over. We got to hurry because I know there's more orders in the queue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Wait, I got to do it behind screen. There we go. How did so much time go by? I wasn't even watching, man. Holy, man. We didn't even get to price up too many slabs. All right. Give me a number. A little slow pace today. Are you saying I'm slow? Nah, man. I was going so fast. All right. That's 4. CC Collects chose 4. All right, we just flip it over now. Okay, the person on top gets flipped over. Hey, Hot Camacho, you're stealing the why not? You got it, man. All right. Sorry to miss Alexandra. So that's gone. I'm going to go mark it as gone. In the breaks channel, right? Let's see. Breaks history channel. There it is. It's going to say why not? And it went to Hawk. And this was at 168. There it goes. Cool. Bear with me, guys. I'm not done here. Chris Gonzalez, 2 pokey shuffles. Chris Gonzalez. Did you not stock up on the football cards before the World Cup? No, no. I knew about the World Cup, but we just don't do very much sports. 1, 2, 3. I'm sure they would have sold. Like we actually have done World Cup football before. 2 cold ones. Actually, that was one of the first times we pulled a 1 of 1. But I didn't do it this time, and I guess I could have. We would have been opening a bunch of football cards. All right, now we have Mr. Andrew Martin. He says 5 more. Paldea Evolved. Thanks for your patience. Let's get those Paldeas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 of these. I'm back. No, it's a cop show like SVU, largest sport event, live event in history. Yeah, I've been seeing that a lot on social media. I've been seeing what's cool about it is it's being hosted in the USA, which I guess is that a first time that's ever happened? But it's kind of cool because a lot of people have come over here to watch the World Cup, and they're commenting on life in the USA or like the experience. Here's Artisan. We got Slow King. Ooh, move this out of the way. Okay, Slow King. Here's Luxray Palooza. Here's Pessimian. Here's Wingle. Ooh, this is getting pretty rough. And here's oh, you got 1 Slow King in this round, Mr. Andrew. I'm sorry, man. Okay, pretty rough round that time. All right. Mr. Andrew. Mr. Anderson. I bought a Jack in the Box meal for $14 that came with the FIFA bobblehead and then sold the bobblehead for $14 on eBay. Wow, you found like a cheat code. Found like a legal way to eat for free. All right. Okay, let's see. Mark J. Valerian. May I give my Bandai Aerodactyl slab to Miss Sarah to make her day brighter? My Bandai Aerodactyl slab. I can go looking for that. I gotta find it first. Is it in your bag? Mark J. Valerian, give Aero to Sarah. All right, so this has to be found. And then Sarah Dusenberry says 24 packs of the OP16. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right. What's crazy is I didn't even get a chance to price up too many of the new slabs. Like, look at this one. Let's get this one right now. Look. Oh, that's so good. I love that squirrel. That squirrel may have to go straight into the pokey shuffles, to be honest, because it's so cute. So cute. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Pokemon Go Squirtle. Let's see what we get. Whoa, this is a $90 card. Oh my gosh. I didn't even look it up when I decided to grade it. I just had a feeling it was good. Let me see if there's a sold. There's a sold one for 100. Look at this. Sold on June 11th. 90 plus 13 shipping. What? Pokemon Go is so expensive, guys. You have to pay attention to even the bulk now. Wow. Well, I don't even know about that. I guess I'll put it down for 100. I don't think anyone will buy it, but I'll set it on the table for 100. I was gonna put it in the live. I was gonna put it in the Pokey Shuffles. Now I'm not so sure. All right, let's start handing out spots in this cheese giveaway, by the way. So we got Machiavelli. Number 1 is Mac. Number 2 is Tammy. We're gonna say Tam. Number 3 is Cactuar Queen. Cactuar. Number 4 is Isaac. Number 5 is Andy Man. Andy Man. All right, so we're gonna put it at 5. All right, now let's get this Sarah box open. You ready, Miss Sarah? Sarah, I appreciate you popping in, getting us all busy. Best not to write just Tam. Oh, that's a good point. There's a new guy named Tam, isn't there? We are. I'll write Tam, but then I'll put a heart after it so that I know it's Tammy. There we go. Let's snip this. Come on now. Good. I need more meat on my burger. Snip this. That'll be the differentiator. But whoa, Tam like her song. Whoa, Tim Tammy, Tam Lamb. Whoa, Tim Tammy, Tam Lamb. Snip this. Okay, now we'll put all this over here. I can't believe that Squirtle. I graded that because I thought I would sell it later for like 35, 40 bucks. I did not imagine that as an expensive card. That tells you you got to keep an eye on really good looking artworks, even if they're just bulk. Ooh. Well, I guess it probably helps that this is from 2022 as well. And it's the Pokemon Go collection. I really think people underestimated that set because I kept telling people that I thought it was good. And I don't think anyone cared. And now you got like a Squirtle, and it's just a common Squirtle, but it's really expensive. It's got to be because of how nice it looks. It is. I mean, how often do they draw Squirtles like this? Look at that. You see how cute that is? That's like crazy cute. You know how cute that is? That's like the Snorlax, the chibi Snorlax we're breaking. Here's this guy. And here's one of these. It's got a stamp. Yeah, it's like a reverse hollow stamp. Okay. Here's so we've already pulled the hit out of your box. The hit in your box was this guy. Who's this guy? Is this Enel? I can't tell. No, that guy has like a bandana, doesn't he? This is Mommy Nami, right? Oh, my ear's ringing. What the hell? Just got this big, loud ringing in my ear. Maybe my head's about to explode. This guy looks like a good guy. Let's see. They always give bad guys grotesque features, don't they? Like, oh, his nose is poorly shapen. Kind of reinforces the idea that you better be good looking. What's the cheapest Pokemon box you got? Ooh, that's a good question. Cheapest box? Probably a Korean box if I had to bet. Yeah. Probably like a box of, what do they call that stuff? Matchless Fighters. Here we are. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. I watch American Dad every night. Do you really? That show's pretty good. I don't know if I can watch it every night, though. Okay, you got Monkey D. Luffy. And here's the jail guy. And here's Mr. 5. Not to be confused with Mr. 3. And finally, this guy. All right, we got it. Miss Sarah, hit card popping out right in the opening of the box. Can I just keep the hits? Oh, yeah, you tend to donate these hollows. I appreciate that. Okay. And now let's grab your bag. Ooh. Sarah. I sleep with the show on in the background to help me sleep. Usually tends to be American Dad. You know, I used to do that with South Park, actually. I used to leave South Park running 24/7 all the time. There we go. All right. I can't do that anymore. I think I'll make Karis mad. She doesn't appreciate the humor. Javier says 2 live customs and 2 ascended heroes. You got it. Ready? Key and Peel. I used to do that, man. I can't anymore. Seen too much of it. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. I think I'd do that with King of the Hill now for fun. King of the Hill is really funny sometimes. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, snap. So this is a bonus pack. It's Bulbasaur and Bulbasaur. Look at that. Vintage Bulbasaur and Celebrations 20. No, that's not Celebrations. That's actually McDonald's Confetti Bulbasaur from 2025. Oh! Oh, you're in luck. You got Quillfish 10 as well. What a round. All right, so there are some hits in the actual live customs. Take them out of these sleeves. Yeah, they look better outside of these sleeves. Is it true that you have Jason Page's autograph tattooed as a tramp stamp? That's right. Right over my butt crack. He's the voice of a generation. He told me himself. All right, I'm gonna pop this into your bag. And then I traded him my Gengar. Ooh. All right. Same, the wife gets annoyed. Turn that off. It's not even funny. Quillfish time. So he's going to be in the live customs box. Oh, Quillfish. Oh, here it is. Oh, snap. That's a good one. That's Neo Revelation First Edition Quillfish for 150. There it is. So he's technically a $160 card, but I think I put him into the break or into the box for 150. And there it is, graded by PSA. You can re-roll it, obviously. Yes. You let me know. Am I forgetting to do anything? Was I supposed to do anything? My brain's telling me that maybe I forgot something, but I think I'm just used to forgetting things. A little while ago, you said you were in discussion with your local LGS about some collaboration. Any moves? Was I? I don't remember being in a discussion though. That might have been a long time ago. Bro, Fatty's jalapeno beef jerky is so good. What? No eggs at a hotel breakfast? What kind of world do we live in? Yeah, that ain't right. We have a Mr. Cheese order. He wants 10 of the Abyss Eyes, so I'll get you those as well. Is Javier still awake? You got a tough decision to make. It's not that tough. No? Okay, so we got 2 left over here. I'm gonna start working on this because we're so short on time. Today was a pretty decent day. I sent a Webby. A Webby? A bit ago. Mister, were you going to buy me a car? I don't think I know you like that. We are. We've never made out, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tossing that there. Okay, so that's your 10. And then the rest of these, go back in here. Let's do a car break. 1 whole car. There we go. Javier might have gone to bed. Did he go to bed? All right, Mr. Cheese, 10 Abyssite packs. I got to go, guys. I see the sun coming up. I got to go to bed before this becomes just a new overnight stream. And I'm waking up at 4 p.m. in the afternoon. I like the idea of a car break. 36 booster packs, and there's a Psyduck in one of them. And if you want to keep the Psyduck, you can, or I'll trade you the Psyduck for a whole car. Here's, how do you pronounce your name? Okay, code. Here's Chandelure. I say we make makeout bars. No, that's what bars already are. Do people actually make out at bars? Like I took Karis to a bar the other night, and it was like actually super boring. There was some old people there. There were some young people. They were all like in a little group together, kind of laughing a little bit, but it looked pretty boring. We should do a mystery auction break. Could be raw cards, could be a slab. The mystery is that is cards you didn't want. I sent a slab away order if that tickles your fancy. Oh, a slab away order. All right, here's a code one. And last but not least, all right, so you didn't snipe the hit in the box in that order, Mr. Cheese. You did pick up the Zarude AR. The mystery is that it's not the card you wanted. There you go. So here's what we're pulling. 1 Zarude AR. Okay. Mr. Cheese. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Cheese. I think everyone probably appreciates this donation. The oh, right here, the Squidward donation, which by the way, look at this, Cheese. This is something we always should have done. We're tracking donations these days so that people know who's really generous, which if we had done that back in the day, everyone would have known, or at least it would have been easier to track to know that you're pretty generous yourself. There it is. So that says 45. All right. Javier's not here, so this is going to just automatically go to him. It's a good card. Okay. Mark, give Aerodactyl to Sarah. Okay, one more person. You ready? Quick, type cheese right now, Miss Six. All right, let's see what else. Man, those birds are chirping, man. $830 total cost. Houndoom, Houndour, Slab Away. Ooh, that's a big one, man. I'll set that there. Did she type it? Yes, she did. Okay, so I'm going to hit roll. Tonka Tootsie takes the last spot. Here goes. It's a 6-spot giveaway. landing on 4. Who's that? Zach? That's Isaac. Isaac Thompson? Isaac Thomas? Wait, which Isaac is this? Isaac Morgan. Ha ha ha. Congratulations, Isaac Morgan. No, it's Thomas. Oh, that's so weird. My brain knew that it was supposed to be Thomas. Weird how that works, isn't it? See, you guys got to win a giveaway because I didn't put Miss Alexis's name on it. If I'd done that, she would have just won it because she wins all the giveaways. We're going to have to start calling her Lucky Alexis. Now we're jumping over to the Slabaway channel into the H's. And we're going to have you right under here under Grant. It's going to say June 26, Hawk Camacho, PSA 10, Hound Doom, and Hound Hour. $830. The down payment is $20. I'm sorry, the fee is $20. So $180 get applied. So we're going from 830 minus 180. 650 remains. There you go. If I was more Asian, I could have done that in my head. But since I'm not completely Asian, I had to use a calculator. Now, it's one of the costs of not being fully Asian. There you go. Ta-da. Very good. Good night, everyone. Hope everyone has a great day. My eyes are closing. Yeah, it's so late. I got to make some more of those Japanese jumbo packs for next time, huh? All right, guys. Well, we still have tons of slabs to price. I think I was really shocked at the Trico. The Trico has a sold price of 100 in a CGC 9. And then the cheapest buy now on the English 9 is $200. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know. And then this shocked me too. This sold for $100. It has a last sold of $100. It's just Squirtle from Pokemon Go, but apparently it's super desirable. And all this time, I was just throwing that away. I just never would have guessed. Pokemon's a crazy time right now. I don't know. I sent a tiny order. Let's see, Miss Six's tiny order. Maybe I'll see it faster if I log into PayPal. Wait, am I even in the PayPal queue? Oh, I'm not in the PayPal queue. I'm in the regular inbox. Oh, snap. We are. All right, Miss Six sent for 2 Gem 2. All right, you got it. 2 Gem 2. Here they are. Oh, they're so cute. Okay, maybe I can take you out on a date another time when you're free. Listen, Mark, I'm a happily married man, which means I'll see you next Wednesday. Here's Jolteon. Get me out of here. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, all right. Where's Miss Six? Ah, here it is. Very good. Tossing that there. Good. All right. Sorry, Six. No super mega good zillion snipe. Let's get this card ready. Here it is. So now I hit end on the stream. So the trade break went off tonight. No other breaks really moved. A lot of packs got opened, and then some slab sales actually. Wow. You know what really moved? The Poke Shuffles and the live customs. Those items are super hot. People buy the heck out of those. Top seller. See you guys for the daytime stream for Friday. I hope you guys will join me when I'm live for that. If you don't want to miss it, you can smash the subscribe button, and then YouTube will just let you know when I'm going live. Maybe next time you can always message me on Discord. I'll certainly do that, Miss Sarah. All right, see you later, everybody. I'm just joking, of course.